Good afternoon, evening, whatever it is, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are watching. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is our Matchday Live. It's Genk away. We're joined by none other than Jakey Boy. He's been missing for a while, missing in action. He's been holidaying himself up, cruising it around the world, living his life large, travelling away from home as well for all the West Ham games. And of course, you're joined by Mr. Stelios, who decided to take a month off, but not tell Russ and Anton that he was doing it. So I hope you enjoyed your time off, Stel.
You never know. You never know. I might take another month off just like that as well. You never know.
Stel, was that intro ever ending there? Did you get the same feeling?
He will never learn, Jake. You know, it's just he just doesn't understand how to.
I'll tell you what. There was a reason behind why. I mean, it was actually longer. There was a reason why, because I wasn't too sure if I was going to have some friends coming on and joining me today. Yes, I did say friends. Don't you worry. I did say that word.
Don't have any friends.
See, guys, this is what I do. I'll just sit back and just enjoy the show. That's right.
Jake, I'm not joking though. When Stel went away for a month, like it was hardly any communication, which was actually a really nice time of my life. I really did enjoy it.
Fantastic for me as well. Absolutely fantastic.
But the thing, Jake, he failed to tell me and Russ that he was disappearing. He just went and then never said he wasn't coming back. And he's been telling everyone in every show he's been doing, I decided to take a month off. I was like, yeah, thanks for telling us.
Hey, this is
what he wants.
You know. Exactly.
That's what he wants.
When you run the flagship show, you have to have that time off.
You have to put a bleep in there still. You have to put a bleep in there. You have to put a bleep in there. A bleep.
A bleep? What, for a flagship show?
No?
Yeah. What keeps this channel running? But anyway, let's not digress, shall we?
Let's not digress. Right. Played 3, won 3, not conceded a goal in Europa League group stages, Group H. We've played Zagreb away, we've played Vienna at home, we've played Genk at home, and now we travel to Belgium playing Genk away. How are you feeling, Jakey Boy, first and foremost?
Yeah, relatively confident as we seem to be going into every game on the fantastic run we are on. To be honest, I think we might see Genk posing a little bit more of a threat at home compared to what we saw away. For them at the London Stadium, their two outlets were their winger, number 7, and let's just lump it onto Onuachu's head, which wasn't successful. Whether they'll have any more ideas, I don't know. There he is, the winger there.
His name's Ito.
Ito, there we go.
Just for a bit of reference, you know, when we done the preview with Mikey, the Genk fan, but the first game round, he was saying that in actual fact, he's probably one of the outlets that any opposition team need to nullify, which in the first half in particular, thought that we didn't particularly nullify that threat. I think we did come in the second half, but he definitely was their kind of more creative player. We had Mikey back on last night saying that Ito, as of late, has been injured. However, he is expected to be fit and back for the game tonight. But Onuachu, Jake, were you impressed or not impressed with him?
I wasn't particularly impressed. I had a good view looking over it, and to be honest, I didn't think that really he posed much threat. And yeah, they just kind of lumped it up to him, and I thought Dawson and Diop handled him very well, and nothing really came of it.
So, of course, I know you were at the game, Jake. Still, you were there also. I mean, there's no ifs or buts about it. Since that game in particular, Genk have played 3 games. Of those 3 games, they've won 2, and they've scored 12 goals in those 2 games that they've won, 6 goals each. Now, listen, we have to be respective of. We understand, yes, it's a Belgian league, but still, though, you know, Genk are a team that have played a lot of European football. How are you feeling about it?
I'm confident. I'm looking at the last 2 games, them scoring 12 goals, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like 7 or 8 different players have scored. You know, which shows that they have goals in the team, which is not bad. But in all honesty, it will be a different game. It'll be tougher than it was back at the London Stadium. But I'm not I don't want to sound too cocky, but I'm really not expecting much different from a win tonight. for West Ham, and a relatively comfortable one as well. It'll be harder, but I still think we've got enough in the tank to do the job. I didn't see anything. It's a bit like what Jade just said. I didn't really see much in what they did at the London Stadium to make me think that they're going to offer us too much of a problem tonight. And Onuachu, Jake is absolutely right. It's really interesting, isn't it, that we were linked to him all summer, and then when we finally got an opportunity to see what he's like, he's a lump, but he played like a lump as well. There was nothing there about him that made me think that he would be a good alternative to Antonio. It's not
That's
a lot
like
of
you've just
movement in
described
him.
yourself. Still, you're a lump and
Well,
you've performed like a lump.
59, mate, and you're a bigger lump, and you're younger than me. So there you go. But um, there was nothing there to suggest why we'd want to go out and buy him. And that's the whole thing about paper talk, isn't it? Social media coming up with a whole pile of poo, and I can see why David Moyes was not remotely interested in him. Now I might eat my words, and in January might go and buy him if he scores a hat trick against us tonight, but I doubt that very much.
Jake, we are on a crazy run, though. You know, West Ham are. I mean, this is probably the transition that I keep talking about as West Ham fans. You know, with Stell's confidence and my confidence and all of our confidence, it's tough not to be confident, to be honest. It really is tough not to be confident, isn't it? Especially with the run we've just been on.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think when we come to the game on Sunday, when people talk about it in the past, when Liverpool, Man City will do well to not concede 4 or 5 there. But to be honest with you, that's the old West Ham. With the new West Ham, I'm not going into I'll probably do fear Salah because he's probably the best player in the world at the moment. But I'm not going into the game fearing them massively.
After Antonio, of course.
After Antonio, Craig Dawson, and then Mo Salah. Thank you very much.
The thing is, we've actually got a lot to go through in this particular show. But something I want to bring up first and foremost is exactly kind of going down the point that you're just talking about there. Okay, Liverpool have got all these players. Liverpool have won the league as of late. They've got a lot more money than what West Ham have got. West Ham travel under the radar, and we're still kind of technically under the radar. A lot of people talking about, why do the media not give West Ham much credit, the credit that we massively and deservedly deserve. Still, does it not suit West Ham to kind of go under the radar a little bit?
You know what? Let's stay under the radar forever. I don't care. So long as we do the business, then the newspapers and the reporters can continue to ignore us. And so, whenever we have a good season, it's because everybody else has done crap rather than West Ham United doing well. And we get the odd occasion. I mean, Juggiers gave us some credit the other day, didn't he? Lineker talking about how good we are, and I actually fell off my seat. I thought, what? He's actually given us praise. But you kind of become to, we don't want to go, oh, poor us. But you kind of come to expect West Ham United not being noticed. And that's fine. We'll get on with our business. We'll win a cup this season. We'll get in the top 4. We'll qualify for Champions League and all that. And we'll still be ignored.
I've never seen you so confident, Stel.
What's going on?
I'm always
Jake,
confident.
That'll happen. And then do you know what, Jake? Do you know exactly what's going to happen tonight? That's happening. Stell's talking. He's positive. Let me see if I got a cheeky picture. Oh, no, I can't believe I didn't. And then we'll see Masuaku in the lineup. And then Stell will go, it's all over.
Listen,
it's the end of the world. We're going to lose.
No problem. I'm so happy I'd even sustain a Masuaku blow with him starting. I expect him to start tonight. I expect him to be in the starting lineup. In fact, I think yeah. I mean, we'll get to the lineups in a minute, but I think Masuaku will start. And even that won't bother me. So there you go.
Jake, as Stell done, Stell done a show earlier in this week, and it's saying we are massive. He done another show saying what a time to be a West Ham fan. How true is that? How true is that? In your lifetime, albeit it's really young a lifetime.
Oh, but Jake's having the best of it, mate.
But the thing is, though, Stell, even at your age, though, Jake, you're going to be an avid fan for such a long time from your memories. I mean, you've had 2 really good seasons under your belt at your age. Last season at Upton Park, and now this kind of time that we're in under Moyes. I mean, what a time to be a West Ham fan, isn't it?
Oh, it is definitely, and it's the mindset going into games that most West Ham fans and the players are going into it. And in the past we go into games thinking, yeah, I'd take a point here. Some fans will still take a point on Sunday against Liverpool because that's just how we think. But not fearing anybody. On our day, we are well drilled, and we saw it. We saw it at Villa Park on Sunday. We didn't play as well as we have done, but we were clinical. And usually it's the other way around with West Ham. We play well, and we're not quite clinical, but we were clinical on Sunday. And the roller coaster just keeps on going, and it doesn't seem to be holding up. It's David Moyes' 1,000th game tonight. David Moyes has been nominated for Manager of the Month. Declan Rice is up for Player of the Month. We've got loads of players in national squads to talk about as well. And let's just say you've got a very good show coming, because there's about 3,000 images that Anton wants to get through, I think, that I've just seen that we've got here.
To be fair, a lot of them are preloaded, have been there for a while and stay there. You kind of skip half of them and you can jump down throughout it. But as Jake said, right, we have got a lot to go through, but let's just talk about a current, because obviously we've got a long show today. So we've got some current things that are that have gone on today, which was the England squad announcement was out. It was tipped still that Jared Bowen may have made the squad. He's not. This is the squad. Declan Rice is back in the side. What's your thoughts?
I'm getting a bit peeved with Southgate. He reverts to type. It doesn't matter how, all that crap he was saying in the past about, I'll pick players on form has gone right out the window. Harry Kane is having the worst time of his career. He still gets picked. Raheem Sterling is playing in the reserves for Man City. He still gets picked. It kind of gets a little bit frustrating when Gareth Southgate talks big about, I will only pick players who are in form, and yet one of the most informed English players at the moment doesn't even get a look in. And it's but it's the same. It's the same again. If Jared Bowen had been playing for Liverpool, he'd be in the squad. And that is the way it is. And we just talked about the media ignoring us. Gareth Southgate ignores us as well. I'm actually even surprised that Rice gets picked, because he plays for West Ham. I say that flippantly, but it's that sort of thing. And that squad is same old, same old. You got players who are being bit part players for their current teams. You got players who are not in form. It matters not. They get picked, regardless. And it's I'd like to see a bit of fresh blood in there. I wouldn't have minded. I would have loved to have seen Jared Bowen get picked for this, even if he didn't start. I would have loved to have seen him get picked and maybe get 5 minutes on the pitch. But England managers do the same over and over and over again. They talk big about players being in form and that's who they'll pick. And then when push comes to shove, they just go for the usual standard. There you go. The games that we've got coming up, we'll win them. We'll win them comfortably. But maybe that is the time when you experiment in the national team. When you don't have the really tough games and blood a few new faces in. So it is what it is.
Does it bother you, Jake, that Bowen's not made it? I mean, he's deservedly, should have been, in my opinion. It's, as a West Ham fan, as an international football fan, would have deserved a call up. But it's harsh. But are you happy that he's not in it for selfish reasons as a West Ham fan?
Sort of. But when I look at that, my issue I've got with it is that you've got players like you've got Rashford and Sterling that Stell mentioned. These attacking midfielders / strikers. Now, when I look at the Premier League at the moment, I don't see Raheem Sterling in form. I don't see Marcus Rashford in form. I see Jared Bowen and Emile Smith-Rowe in form. And he says he picks players on form. No, he picks what badge is on their shirt when they go out and play football. It's embarrassing at the end of the day. Jared Bowen should be in that squad. Some of those other players shouldn't be in there. I mean, I think Jordan Henderson's way past his sell-by date.
Absolutely. Yeah,
bang on, Jake. Other players there as well. To be honest, what I would like to see, I'm not a huge fan of Jordan Pickford. I wasn't a fan of Aaron Ramsdale either, but I'd like Aaron Ramsdale to start these games over Pickford, because he has proven himself. He's proven many people wrong, and you just got people in there. I mean, James Ward-Prowse, what's he doing for Southampton? not much this season.
Yeah.
It just annoys me.
There is an element though, like
Jake's hit a good note there. You know, you go back to that squad. You know, he's picked out a couple of players where, I mean, I rate Marcus Rashford. I think he's just going through, you know, not the best of times at the moment, but he's the sort of player that will come good. Raheem Sterling would as well. Harry Kane is just so down on his form. It would have been nice to see another striker in. Jordan Henderson, you hit the nail on the head, Jake. With the greatest of respect to him, what the hell has he done for England over the past year or so? You know, bit part player. So if you're going to have a bit part player in there, get a fresh face in there. James Ward-Prowse. Is James Ward-Prowse any better than Jared Bowen? No, bloody well isn't. You know, so it is a shame. And Southgate has got his nose in the trough, and he just doesn't look up, and it's a real shame. And you're absolutely right, Jay. That's why I said if Jared Bowen had been playing for Liverpool, it got picked because it is the badge on the shirt rather than the player, and it's a shame. It's a shame.
I got the
lineup though, Anton.
Oh, is it out? Is the lineup out?
Yeah, on the Europa League app. Yeah, I've got it. Areola in goal. Areola, Creswell, Diop, Dawson, Soufal, Lanzini, Rice and Noble in the middle, and then the front three of Masuaku, Antonio, and Said Benrahma.
Antonio starts.
Why is he playing Antonio?
Right, so hold on a minute. Have you got the image there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just load it up. Give me 5 seconds.
We'll get that image up. The team news is in. So we're just getting that kind of loaded up for you just now. I thought I was going to have time to go through our predicted lineup, but it's not happening. Let's see. This image is going to be quite small. But anyway, we've got Areola in goal, as Jake said. Creswell, Diop, Dawson, Soufal on the right. Rice and Noble with Lanzini in the middle. Whether or not that is how they line up, I'm not so sure. Masuaku, Antonio, and Benrahma up top. Now, with that lineup, I'll put this one to you still initially. Myself and Matt done the Matchday Live last night, and we said there's going to be a strong case for big players, you know, players that are... What, is that not gone? Where's it? Did you take it down again? Oh, no, I didn't. You know, there's going to be a strong case for why he's going to play players like Rice. I never predicted at all whatsoever Antonio. I certainly didn't predict Benrahma, but the thing is, he is absolutely rotating this squad left, right, and centre. I mean, we can't be disappointed with that. That's a lineup that is going to go and try and get this win and secure the last 16 spot in the Europa League. Surely we can't be disappointed with that.
I'm disappointed because I think some players need a rest. I think I'm not surprised that Soufal is back in. I thought Creswell would have been given a rest tonight and maybe put Johnson on the left. But obviously he's keeping Johnson for Sunday. I'm not surprised actually that Rice is playing because last week he played Sojek in the cup. So I kind of thought he might play Rice today. I don't think there's any reason why he shouldn't have played Vlasic, and I don't think rather than Benrahma, and Antonio doesn't need to be in this team. Yep. He absolutely does not need to be in this team. I know what he's doing. He's going out to make sure he's going to win it. I get that. I totally and utterly get that. But I'm not surprised that Declan's playing. We simply don't have enough cover for Creswell, which is why he continues to play every single game. But I thought maybe Johnson could have done a job there. He could have put Fredericks in on the right. He could have put Vlasic in on the right, or he could have put Vlasic in place of Antonio. So I'm not disappointed in terms of I know we're going to go out there and do a job. I keep going on about not being able to give players a proper rest. Is sooner or later going to catch up with us. You know, this could be the sort of game where Antonio twists his ankle or something, and then he's out for Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And it's unnecessary.
I get it. But I don't know how many times we've been here as fans, as West Ham fans, nearly every week. In particular, you know, with regards to Tommy Souček, even with Declan Rice, and with Antonio, and particularly with some other players as well. The amount of times we've been here as fans and gone, why are you playing this player? Now, I mean, there's obviously, I can't fathom it. I'm actually really surprised Souček is not playing, because this is probably the first time he's been rested.
Yeah,
from
but
a
that's
game.
good though. That's good.
Yeah.
So he's doing. That's why I had in my mind he'll play Declan today, because he did play Souček last week against Man City. So I was thinking in my head, right, he's going to rotate them, and I think maybe if Krc had been fit enough after his COVID, I think he might have been picked tonight. But
What about the bench?
yeah,
Have we got a bench available so we can?
We
that's what I'm
haven't.
looking.
I
What I'm looking
haven't got
for
a
right
bench
now.
yet, but I'll
Here
give
we
my
go.
thoughts.
Bench.
Oh, go on.
Oh, hang on a minute. Ben Rama's named on the bench as well.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's incorrect.
Something's not
That
right
can't
there.
be right. No, that's not right. Forget that.
What?
I'm looking
Forget
for the
what?
bench now.
What,
Forget
the
our
lineup
team.
or the bench?
Sorry?
What we forgetting? The lineup or the bench?
Forgetting the bench, because that
Right,
is
right.
incorrect. So I'm now looking for the right.
Whew. I think, to be honest, there's so many things I would change with that personally. I wouldn't start Antonio. I wouldn't start Creswell. I wouldn't start Declan Rice, but we all knew Declan Rice was going to start when we saw the pictures of him on the plane on social media. David Moyes wasn't taking him out there for him to sit on the bench. Declan Rice was going to start this game, and that was pretty obvious. I agree with Stell. There's no need to play Antonio, Ben Rama, Creswell. Good to see Soufal back in there. It's a deal, Craig Dawson. That's what we expect. Areola, that's good. But yeah, there are some things I'd change for that. I am surprised that he's gone that aggressive and that attacking in terms of playing Ben Rama and Antonio. But I just hope that what Stell said doesn't happen, is Antonio doesn't pull up now, which is a very.
But we could be in that. We could have been in that situation weeks ago, months ago, when we've been playing all the
Yeah,
games.
we could have been. So why risk it?
I know.
Why
I get it.
risk it?
But then one way to look at it is that it's a strong side with the intention to go out there and keep the momentum going. The key element for me is, especially when we're playing in the League Cup against Man City, I think, I'm not saying you guys, but some people I've seen, especially on social media, we're predicting big changes within that team. But I certainly don't think that's going to happen this year. I think what we're going to have is the ability to have momentum. That's why if we walk away with the 3 points tonight, the last two games, I think people are getting a misinformation about Moyes making 6-7 changes in those games. That's not going to happen, because Moyes can't afford to lose momentum. He will want to keep the momentum going as much as he can. He may make extra changes, but he'll be using the first team squad. I don't think he'll bring in a whole host of 3 or 4 youth players into that team. They may be on the bench, they may come off the bench, but I certainly don't think that will happen. This is the Moyes thing that he's doing. He's creating a mentality. I genuinely believe it. I get it. I'm a bit worried about Antonio not getting the rest.
I get that he's creating the mentality, but you keep all the squad engaged. That's been one of the good things about it so far this season, is that those players that are not likely to start in the Premier League, unless there's an injury, the likes of Diop, Dawson, Lanzini, Masuaku, even, you're giving them game time because you're in the cup competitions and because you're also in Europa League. Not starting Vlasic seems to be a bit of a message to me. I cannot see why he would, because there's no way Vlasic is starting on Sunday, unless all of a sudden there's been an epiphany and he's become the world-class player that we want him to be. So I think that's a message. No need. Unless, of course, Ben Rama's not starting on Sunday, because Lanzini's starting. I was just about to say. So what's he going to do on Sunday that requires Ben Rama to be playing tonight? That's the way I'm now thinking. I'm thinking he's picked this team.
I don't think that will change.
I don't know.
We'll have to shoot, lads.
Right,
mate.
cool, Jakey boy.
Right.
Thanks for joining us, mate.
Mate.
Take it easy.
Thank
if you're free later on, join on when you can. We were talking about this last night, because we were saying, me and Matt in particular, were saying that the role that Ben Rama's playing right now, it depends on what way you look at the game. I think Ben Rama's actually been playing quite well, but in a different manner, not being the creative Benny that we're used to or expecting. But he is working for the team, and he kind of reminds me of what Fornals was like last year. Even though Fornals has been with West Ham for 3 or 4 years, but he's still transitioning as a West Ham player, and he's become borderline unplayable this season. Like, he is nearly one of the first names that goes on the team sheets for a mixture of reasons, for his work rate for the team and a mixture of creativity and other things that he does. Benny's work rate is huge. So a lot of fans, not you still, but a lot of fans I see completely judge him on his output, i.e. his assists and his goals that he is not, say, scoring as such. But his work rate is up there and he's doing the work for the team. So I think,
Well, I did
70 minutes of Benny, this is where I think, like for Liverpool, for example, 70 minutes of Benny, and if Benny isn't giving us the output, the assists and the goals, if he's getting subbed, it's not because he's giving us a shit performance. It's because we're needing a new outlet, i.e. that's where Lanzini comes into play, because I think Lanzini suits 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think Benrahma's playing badly. I don't understand, why people sort of make, I did on Monday night. I did the stats of all the midfielders and Antonio, and I was, Benrahma's right up there. He scored, I think 4. He's assisted in 3. He's the second highest goal scorer this season for us, behind Antonio. And his assists are there, etc. You have a little bit of a dip, doesn't mean that you're playing, that you're all of a sudden you're crap again. And we seem too ready to judge. And I know people are going to point the finger at me and go, well, I judge certain players quite often, but I think we seem to be ready to judge. And I said Moyes has set the standard. He's set a bar for our players now. He's set quite a high level. And if he doesn't think that you're achieving that, he'll drop you. He clearly has confidence in Benrahma to play him tonight, play him in the Premier League. But it's not about Benrahma playing badly or not. It's about what, Vlasic being left out today is a surprise. I thought Vlasic would have started because, like I said, I don't think he'll be playing on Sunday. And I just don't know about Benrahma needing to start. And I certainly don't know about Antonio needing to start. I think that's just it's an odd one. There's no with the greatest of respect to Genk, I'm worried that Antonio could get the injury we don't want him to have.
Before we bring our next guest on, for anyone that doesn't know, there is West Ham's starting lineup. We have been talking our way through it, but here is the bench. For anyone that doesn't know, Yarmolenko and what's his name, Vlasic don't make the bench now. In the press conference, though, we have to be mindful of what he did say. I was going to go through it, but he did say we have a couple of knocks and niggles behind the scenes and we'll have to manage. Nothing serious, but 1 or 2 who might not make it tomorrow. And I think there you go, still. That means that we've lost Vlasic and Yarmolenko probably to a knock as well. But listen, everyone, I'd like to bring on our opposition fan, none other than Mikey. He was a fantastic guest. Mikey, thank you very much for joining us again. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. It's been a bit hectic today, but I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, thank you, and I massively appreciate you coming on. Still, Mikey's on his vacation just now, so he's taking the time out to support his team and come on and have a chat with us about his team. So, Mikey, the Genk team is out. I'm trying to upload the image as we speak. So, what's your thoughts on the Genk team?
It's pretty much exactly as I predicted. I think 1-on-1. So we are going to go with Paintsel up front to have a bit more creativity compared to Bonganda, who is currently in a small dip of quality. In the back, as I said, we're missing Cuesta and we're going for Sadik, which isn't my number 1 choice, but I'm very curious to see how he's going to handle the situation. Overall, though, I have to say I'm pretty fond of how Genk is coming out tonight, because we've heard pretty much nothing on social media. We've pretty much heard nothing from coach, from players, and usually Genk is the kind of team that is like, okay, this is what we're doing, we're open, we want to involve the fans. If they're not open, it means they're really focused. So I might be wrong with my prediction from yesterday, and I hope it's going to be a very tight game thanks to that.
I mean, we've just been talking about our team there, Mikey, and as fans, there's a couple of players that we didn't expect to start. but we didn't expect to start because we felt like they would be rested. But
Mhm.
there are one particular player who's our main number 9, our main goal scorer, our main threat up top, and that is Antonio. Now, you didn't see him against Genk the last game, but he is a threat
That's correct.
still, isn't he, moving forward? And I think the fan base are worried about playing him because he's not got the greatest of hamstrings. But West Ham seem to be managing him as a player. Now that you know that he's starting, how are you feeling? I mean, I get, I'll bring up the Genk team in a second as well, Mikey, but it would be cool to hear what your thoughts are on the West Ham lineup as well. It's a pretty strong
I
lineup.
think, yeah, absolutely. It's like in the press today, there was a bit of chatter about West Ham playing a kind of B team because you're playing Liverpool next weekend. However, from what I can tell, there is no such thing as a B team because all the players you have are strong enough to make a difference. So I'm pretty sure it will still be quite tough because you've got boys in the squad that are eager to prove themselves on the European stage, which is a big motivator. But it does give me a small sliver of hope, like, okay, well, if these guys aren't as connected as your main team, as your main squad, we might be able to find some gaps, might be able to cause some trouble. So really hoping for that.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, Mikey. I think it's interesting because we have this debate week in, week out about a so-called A team and a so-called B team, and I've heard other people give them a tag of the Team 1 and Team 1A, or Team A and Team B plus. Because there's so many players that our lineup tonight. Many of these players would have been in the starting lineup only last season or the season before last. Players like Dawson in defence, Soufal's playing tonight, Declan Rice is playing, Mark Noble has been a regular until maybe the last season or so. So I get what you're saying, but interestingly, I agree with you. There is no such thing as an A team and a B team. It's a squad these days. And if you've got a strong squad of 22 players, anyone should be able to come in and out, and there should be seamless, and it should be seamless. So, yeah, I don't think
and
there'll be the
confidence
gap that you're
radiates
hoping
through.
for.
Yeah, confidence radiates through because
Absolutely, through the whole squad.
Your main strikers are doing the job. Your main defenders are keeping it tight. If you're stepping into that team right now and you've got the confidence of those guys in the back, it's such a huge boost in morale. I can't imagine that those guys will be that the situation will get the better of those players. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this game begins. I think the first 10 minutes will tell a lot about how this game is going. And afterwards, well, we'll see who has, I believe, the best physique at the moment, because it's going to be a game where if you don't give 100% of power, you'll end up short. Very sure.
Mikey, I'm going to bring up your team for us, if you don't mind, kind of letting us know, just giving us more. I know you spoke about it last night, but for anyone that's news watching, and what we can expect, particularly from this lineup tonight.
Yeah, great. So Van der Voort as our keeper is a pretty young lad with a lot of talent. He does need a bit of work on his leadership skills, but overall he's a very decent keeper in Belgium. So I'm expecting him to kind of steer our defense because we're missing Cuesta, as I said yesterday. Cuesta's replacement is Sadik. He'll link up together with Lukumi. On the left flank, on the left back, we'll have Arteaga. On the right back, we'll have Munoz. Munoz is very dangerous if you don't watch him. So if you notice he's coming up to the final third, you might have to guard him a bit better because he can be dangerous if he wants to. Midfield, we've got Brian Hane, our captain, a youth product of Krc Genk. Love him. We've also got Rozovski and Torstvedt, both players who I think can make a difference, especially Torstvedt, but he has to has to give it all, especially against this West Ham. It's not enough to kind of go with the flow. He has to take charge. Up front, we have, of course, Onuachu. Gotta love him. Up left, we've got Paintsel. And up right, we've got the engine of the whole team, the main worker of our team. Let's say it like that. It's Ito. He's probably once again going to be very dangerous this evening.
I mean, what a fantastic insight, isn't it? Still, it's amazing just to, we could try again. We could sit here and try and give people as much information on the away team, but the fact that we've got Mikey on, and you're a totally amazing, great guest to have on, giving us that insight as well. Still, you got any questions for Mikey?
No, it is a good insight. And looking at the team and going through it, you've got something like 5 or 6 players that have scored goals in that team over the last 2 games for you. Artiaga has scored. Thorsved has come up with a goal, I think. Heinen, Onuachu. You've got goals there. You've got quite a lot of, dangerous players, I guess, if you like to put it that way. Of those players, who should we be more worried about? You talk an awful lot about, is it Ito?
Ito, yeah.
And he seems one of your talismanic players, would I say, or would you say there are more dangerous players than him?
On a very good day, Torstvedt might outdo him, but it's been a while since Torstvedt has had that level, whereas Ito has just, a few games ago, he had to be subbed because he was injured, and the whole stadium was shouting his name because we wanted him to continue. Even with his injury, he was bringing such quality to the team. He was bringing a lot of value, a lot of danger, especially since it was a game that we were losing. I think at the point that we subbed him, it was 3-0 and we had 20 minutes to spare. So the fans really love Ito, and he's such an important piece in this squad as we have it right now. So I'm expecting him to be the most dangerous provider of chances, and also maybe dangerous when it comes to scoring goals himself.
Tell me, because I genuinely can't remember the team that that you put out against us in the last round.
Well, here we go, Stelios.
Oh, thank you. So
it's pretty much the same.
It is pretty much the same then. So
except for two changes. So up front left, we've subbed Bongonda because, as I said, he's had a dip in quality the recent weeks. He's not providing the opportunities that we need to get the wins. And as our right back, we switched Preciado with Munoz because Munoz was red carded.
Okay. So would you say what you've got tonight, given those 2 changes, are going to be it's going to be tougher for us, also because it's at your ground as well? Because I think it's difficult because we're not accustomed. You're much more accustomed to European games than we are, in the last few years. Genk have been in Europe much more often than West Ham have. And I think I mean, up to now, and I don't want to tempt fate, but I've been expecting much tougher games. And I was looking at the game against Genk when I was there at that game. When we played you at home, and there were 1 or 2 spurts for Genk, which gave us slight concerns. But overall, given that West Ham are quite new to European football, I think we found it quite comfortable. Are you expecting this to be very, very different tonight, given that you're playing at home and the changes that you've made?
I think the changes that you guys made are going to decide whether this is going to be difficult. Because you've had the opportunity to check out our team. If you're watching multiple Genk games, that we don't rotate that often, so you pretty much know which team you're gonna face. If you're locking in on Onuachu, if you make sure he doesn't get the ball, you're pretty much set because we do count on him quite a lot, and I do expect you guys to lock him in tightly. So it's really gonna come down to the changes that you guys made, and I wasn't expecting them. Yesterday, I was telling Anton and Meto that I was expecting West Ham to come out full arms, best players all on the field, and just beat us with 3-1. I'm not so sure about that right now. I'm not confident that we're going to get to win, but I do think it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
And out of the team that I mean, given the changes that we've made, who do you think are going to be the players that Genk are going to have to look out for tonight from the West Ham team? Should we get that back up for you to have a look?
Let me get that then.
Well, the main ones are all there. Once again, I'm pretty happy to see Areola starting. I really like what he did, even though we almost beat him in the previous game, so that was great. I'll once again be looking out for guys like Cresswell, Rice, pretty much those guys. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay, cool. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think we're kind of surprised. Sure. We're kind of surprised in a way that we've got Antonio starting, and it's not disrespectful to Genk, but I think as West Ham fans, because we don't have a backup striker, he is our only striker, and he's a makeshift striker. He used to be a right back. He started life as a right back, and now he's our main striker. So I think as West Ham fans, we get a little bit worried that whenever he plays in every game, I think we kind of rather just have him for the Premier League games. But that's not a disrespect to Genk or any European team. It's because we're kind of light on any cover.
I think it's the smartest decision to do in this game, because there is a bit of rotation, but putting Antonio up front pretty much guarantees dangerous situations from our end, from your end. So we're gonna have to watch him. And every player that we have to watch is another player that can create opportunities for other players. So it's a trickle-down thing. I think it's pretty smart to play him. However, I of course can understand that if he's injury-prone or something, that's not ideal. So yeah,
well, to be fair, we have been saying he's injury prone because he has been for such a long time in his West Ham career. However, still being a fantastic player for West Ham, but so far so good. I can say, and we've got to trust in the way he's been managed. I wonder still if Antonio, by being called up in the Jamaica squad again today for the November international breaks, whether or not this is a potential this is a potential sign that he may not travel again. Because Mikey, he was called up to the last international breaks in October, but didn't travel for the games due to the fact that they were going to manage his expectations, etc. So I wonder still if there's something in that. You never know. Could be reading.
Well, they made an agreement, didn't they, that he wouldn't travel for when he was called up last time. I wonder how long Jamaica will go with that before they turn around and say, well, we just won't pick him anymore. And I think a lot of West Ham fans would be over the moon if he wasn't picked for the Jamaica squad because of the amount of travel that's involved. I don't know, mate. If he's been picked for the squad, I've got a feeling, every footballer wants to play for their national team, even if it's an adopted one. They still want to play for their national team, and I don't know whether Antonio himself would be happy to come for the club and his country to sort of have yet another agreement for him not to travel. But was he part of that agreement in the first place, or was it just agreed between West Ham and Jamaica?
I think it was agreed between them all, to be honest. I think that was the situation. But hey ho, he's going to start tonight, and it's going to be an interesting game, like you said, Mikey. Let's go for your predictions. I know you're on your vacation. I don't want to hold you up, but what is your predictions for the game?
Who put that up? Who put that?
Yeah.
I've got if you can see in your top right hand corner, I think, as you watch the screen, Mikhail, they put an image of.
It's pretty.
Mikey, I love that. I love that, Mikey. That's
they put an image of my favourite West Ham player.
No, that's Antonio.
That's not Antonio. That was
Antonio. It is Antonio.
Oh, you know what? I thought that was. You know what? I got
Okay.
it wrong. I thought that was someone else for a minute. Anyway, forget me. Carry on.
Let's forget you.
Okay. Well, I received the ping that I should get going 'cause it's dinner time. So I'm just gonna keep this short. Prediction. Yesterday I said 1-3. Today I'm not so sure, mainly because I feel like Genk is really focused on getting a result. Second, the changes in your lineup. Are we gonna go? We're gonna go 1-1, and we're
Ooh.
gonna score the first goal in minute 60, and you're gonna get an own goal in minute 82 by Sadik, just because.
Just because.
That's it.
Love it.
You
Love
know,
it, Mikey.
you guys are
Mikey,
gonna say. You guys are
Mikey.
gonna say like, oh, but Antonio's good, but it was a deflection, and it's gonna be 1-1.
Mikey was. I love your attention to detail when we ask for the prediction. It's quality, Mikey. We will be looking at getting you back on somehow. I don't know how, but we will 100%. Don't worry about that because everyone loves you. We're also going to be sending you a West Ham Network mug. For all the effort you've put into coming to us. So please do me a favor, Mikey.
Well,
through the messaging.
If you become an honorary West Ham fan, we could use you and replace Anton in all our shows. That'd be absolutely fantastic. You know, you have more knowledge about. Oh no, trust me, you've got more knowledge about anything than he does.
Do you know what we do, Mikey? When he talks, what we do is we remove him from the chat and then just have a chat.
All right. Hey, guys, I'm going to wish you best of luck.
Good luck.
For tonight, I'm going to go Forza Racing, but, I have the big sympathy. A lot of guys watching at home currently have been West Ham fans all their life. I know what it means. I know what it means to see your game rise up to the occasion. I hold on to that faith in your team because it's a great team you have. So come on, you Irons.
Mikey, this is what you need to do, Mikey. You need to put your hands
do this. Do this.
Not doing that today.
Go on.
Maybe tomorrow.
Cheers,
Get me on another time. I'll do it.
Thank
See
you,
you guys.
Have a good evening. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Mikey, send me your address and Twitter and he's gone. There we go.
No, he's gone. He thought, I ain't sending you my address. Fuck that.
What a guest, though, Stelios. What a guest.
He's great.
He's a lovely guy. Yeah. He really is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right,
it's good having people like that on.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of things to go through, which we haven't gone through, which is the press conference. Now, I know the team's out, but let's just go through it anyway. Vladimir Coufal joined Moyes in the press conference. So he went on to discuss things about Ben Johnson. He said, of course, Ben Johnson is a young lad from the academy. He has done well when I was injured, and I need to praise him because he scored a goal and he's done very well in the defence. It's good because you need to double up in the positions if you want to be a good team. He pushes me to improve more, and I'll do everything for the team performances like always. So that's nice to see. I think Coufal is
it shows the camaraderie in the squad.
Yeah,
a
respectable professional footballer and camaraderie, like you said. He then goes on to talk about his injury. He says, I'm good, I'm ready to play. I try to push myself on the limits every game. Sometimes it is possible, sometimes not. And I'm going to do everything to carry on with the performances I gave before the injury. And of course, Coufal makes the starting lineup tonight. Are you happy with that still? Think it's the right decision?
It doesn't surprise me. It gives him game time. It doesn't necessarily surprise me. And if he does well, then Moyes has got a challenge on his hands. Does he keep Johnson in, who has been involved in 4 or 5 clean sheets in the last few games, or does he bring back Coufal? It's a nice problem to have, whereas in the past we can barely put 11 players out, let alone have a player for each bloody position. It's like, hang on, I'm pinching myself, I think I wasn't surprised he was picked today. I think it could have gone either way. It could have been either Johnson or Coufal, but then, great.
Yeah,
it means
good to give him some game time as well, and that's
Yeah.
good. If you are new around here, please make sure you go and hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Still doesn't believe we can do it before the end of the year, but we're well on the way. Let's prove him wrong, and let's get.
Well, you've got to get all your. You've got to stop getting all your family and distant relatives to sign up. It doesn't count.
Oh, you're so funny, not. Anyway, let's move
I
on.
am, but there you go.
Sefal, on previously playing in Europe, he said it'd be simply perfect. I remember the game with Slavia. We won 4-1 and went to the next round, and we could have a similar success if we win the game tomorrow. I'm waiting for my first goal for West Ham for far too long, and I have to shoot to score a goal, and I have to score soon. That's him talking about when he played for Slavia Prague, playing against Genk and scoring against Genk in the Europa League last time out as well. He goes on to talk about the success of the team. He says the fans are appreciating our performances and results. I can only promise that we will do everything to continue to deliver results like this for the supporters. Everything we want to hear still.
Absolutely, yeah. He's talking. Every player is talking. Everyone's. I don't want to use this stupid phrase, but every player in the squad is in this together. They're all talking the same way. They're all positive. They're just talking up the team, the squad. The game's coming up, etc. There's a confidence. There's an air of confidence, and it feels like it doesn't matter what competition we're in. We're going to go out and put our, and what team is picked. We're going to go out there and put our best foot forward. And I think there was a comment much earlier on about our performance at the weekend against Villa. We didn't play well, but we dug in and we still scored 4 goals, not even playing well. And it's great. It's great. And good to see Sufal coming up with comments like that.
Absolutely. I've got more of the press conference to go through. There's a couple of comments. Gary Page is saying, I'm late. My favourite pundit, Anton. I only like Stell, but Anton is the best. Come on, you Irons. Thank you, Gary. Kind words. Let's move on from that one very quickly. Better hurry up, Hammerit. It's a long way. Hammerit,
So deluded. So deluded.
Liam says, I'm so confused about Arthur's position.
Attacking left mid. He's playing in the front three. 3 behind the front man.
Yeah.
Left-sided, and when he can be bothered, he might go back and defend a little bit as well. But hey, let's not hope for that, because he's a liability.
Mikey is a better pundit than Stelios Kyriakis. I agree with you, Frank. Absolutely. DJ Russie B, it's the first time the player who joins Moyes on the press conference has actually started.
Is it?
No. Who joined him for the first one?
He joined. Declan.
Declan didn't do the first one. It was Zagreb. Was it not Noble? Second one was Vlasic.
Okay.
No, hold on a minute. This is the fourth. Maybe it was Declan. Did Declan join him for the first one?
I can't remember, but Noble played.
Noble done one. Vlasic done one. Sufal done this one. So this is we've done 4 press conferences. So I don't know who done the first one or the second one. There you go. There's one for you. Right, let me go into the rest of the press conference. He goes on to talk about Moyes. 1,000 games is
1,000 games.
1,000 games. It was a huge success for him, for sure. We would like to win and give him a good performance from us. We'll do everything for him tomorrow, i.e. today. David Moyes is up with 1,000 professional football matches in charge. Still, who would have dreamt it that we'd be sitting here praising David Moyes, left, right and centre, and trying to potentially, and looking at comparing him to some of the best managers we've ever had.
Well, if he carries on, I think it's only percentage-wise, I think he's there, isn't he? Percentage-wise, for number of wins, to be sort of called the best manager at West Ham. And no, you're right. Because when he came in the first time, I think everyone was like, well, we know why we need him. He's a better option than Sam Allardyce. And then he was let go for the disastrous Pellegrini, and we thought, well, we're moving forward, aren't we? Because we've got Pellegrini and he's spending all this money, and we saw what happened there. And when he came back the second time, I wasn't that enamoured, and I think there's an awful lot of fans that weren't that enamoured about Moyes coming back. But boy, oh boy, has he proved every single one of us wrong. And he's done it with aplomb.
You could be right. It could be every single one of us. You know what? Sometimes I actually think back to the conversation I had with my dad. And in actual fact, my dad is, because he is the way he is, he's like, when Moyes was let go initially, he was like, that was quite harsh. That was quite a harsh decision to let Moyes go when West Ham did let Moyes go. But, that's a whole nother conversation, a whole nother show we can do on, what our feelings were at the time. I remember Pellegrini coming in, and the money getting spent, like you said, it was exciting. But look how that turned out, and look what has happened now, and how this is turning out currently. Let's go in and see what Moyes had to say himself. He says, on balancing the balancing act with the squad. He says, as it's worked for us in previous games, we've mixed the players around a little bit. I'd like to get it done tomorrow if we can, but I'll never take that for granted. Genk will give us a tough game. We know that. I'm trying to get us through. And once we get through this, we go through another tough period in December. Our schedule means it would be wrong to keep playing the same players all the time. Thankfully, at the minute, all the players who've come in have done an excellent job.
Stop there. That's an interesting point.
That is an interesting point.
Our schedule means it will be wrong to keep playing the same players all the time.
However, still, at the start, he does say, I'd like to get it done tomorrow. What he's therefore saying is he's going out tonight to get a result. That's what he wants. He wants to get West Ham qualified as group winners. And I tell you what, still, if we win tonight and things go all right, he's made the right decision. We're through to the last, let's not get this wrong, the last 16 still. The last 16.
I know. We're going to win. We're going to win this league, this Europa League. I don't give a damn who's coming down. I don't give a damn who's coming down from the Champions League to join us. You know, in the next stage, in the knockout stages, you take it game by game at that point, don't you? Because Moyes has created a process where he knows it's going to be tough. He plays a particular way. When he knows there's a good chance to win, he plays in a particular way. People used to ask him, and I'll be honest, I hold my hand up right now. You know, when we used to say, "Where's Plan B?" You know, when all we seemed to do was just, drop deep, hit teams on the break, counter attacking, and we were all going, "Well, where's Plan B?" Well, he's just showing us he's got Plan A, B, C, D, right up to effing well Z. You know, he's playing different ways for different occasions, and that's why we are going to win a trophy this season. We are going to win a trophy this season.
Let's go on to Genk. He said it's difficult to be very different. It's difficult to be very different in 2 weeks, but I know we will have a really good game against Genk. It's a tough game as they're all in this competition. There are an awful lot of good teams in the Europa League, and I certainly put Genk in that bracket. He then goes on to talk about Johnson. He says, I'm really pleased for Ben because he's been a bit of a utility player for us, but he is a really important player for us. Quite often we've brought him in different roles and he's not let us down. It's competition for Vladimir, and I've got Ryan Fredericks as well. He stepped in really well in the period when I didn't have either of the other two right backs available to me, and he's right. Johnson has stepped into that role and made it his own, and now we've got two fantastic. Or, you know what? Fair play to Fredericks as well for stepping in when need be. We've got competition for the right positions.
We shouldn't forget about Fredericks because I mean, the only thing we said about Fredericks and one or two other players was, I think Lanzini and Yarmolenko, was if they can stay fit, it's not that they're no good. It's just that their fitness record, that their injury record was poor. And I'm fortunate for Fredericks because he was just getting there, wasn't he? And you could see how disappointed he was when he went down injured. And because I think Fredericks, it's interesting. I keep saying, well, we need cover. We need cover for left back. But then you think about Fredericks. Fredericks has actually started at right back when he was available. And I think we all thought he'd start further forward as like a right wing back or right midfield. But when he's been fit, he's started at right back and he did well, which kind of means that when we need cover for left back, Johnson will move back there possibly and cover for Creswell. So, I keep saying we need a left back and everyone else keeps saying we need a left back. But let's not forget, we've got Fredericks and Soufal on the right, and we can have Johnson and Creswell on the left. And I can hear everything you're saying. And
no, it's fine. I'm just showing the man.
And so I think it's great. We shouldn't forget about Fredericks. I think he's done the job for us. It's just unfortunate that the lad can't stay bloody fit, but it's not players' fault that they get injured. It is what it is.
Moyes is talking about the prospect of winning the group. I don't know if it was the plan, but my expectation was that what we wanted to do, what we didn't know was how we'd cope. It's worked for us with the squad, and we've got really good results using everybody we have in the squad. We've still got quite a lot of work still to do, though. I'd love to actually do the stats. I might look into that this week. Not that I've got loads of time in my hands, because I absolutely don't. But what I'd like to look at is the amount of players that he's actually utilised in the Europa League, because I'd be intrigued to know. I think he's utilised a lot of the squad, hasn't he? Oh, Stato's in at home. He's gone.
Literally walked in the door, mate, about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, nice to see another picture on your wall there, Matt.
Well,
what you mean?
I tell you what. lads, let me just say
Oh
something.
yeah, the toilet seat. Yeah.
I will be
He's got the
the
toilet
seat.
seat there.
I will be back in 5 minutes, and I'm going to tell you why. In the room I'm in, it's freezing, and I need to go and get a little heater because it's Baltic, what we call Baltic up in Scotland. So I'm going to go and get a heater. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, no, that weather is usually summertime for them, isn't it? You know.
Still,
if
there
it's
are a
minus-
few more pictures of Moyes' press conference if you want to go through it. I got to number, let me just see here for you. Moyes presser 9, so you've got 9, 8, and 7 to go through.
God, if I have to. All right, let's do it then. So, what was Moyes presser 9? We have a couple of knocks. You know about the knocks, Matt. I don't know if you discussed that last night because I was asking earlier on, where's Yarmolenko and where's Vlasic, but it's been confirmed that they're both injured.
Oh no, I didn't know it. I know all we knew was that he said about knocks, but we had no idea who or what. Or I think I put them both in my predicted team to start. To be honest,
Yeah, I would have had him.
I
had
haven't
them
even
down.
seen the teams. I'm assuming the team's out.
Well, let's get. Oh, Matt, where have you been, mate? Don't tell me you've been at work. No one will believe you.
Not only that, I didn't charge my phone last night. So my phone's been dead indoors all day, so I know nothing. I literally walked in the door 5 minutes ago and put my phone on charge.
There's the lineup: Areola, Soufal, Diop, Dawson, Creswell, Masuaku, Noble, Rice, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Antonio.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
We've
had that discussion. What do you think of the fact that
stronger than I expected?
Well, there are 3 players there that I think I understand why he's picked Rice. Because if you remember last week in the cup game against City, he picked Souček, so he's kind of rotating them in a way. But your thoughts on Benrahma and Antonio?
I didn't have either of them starting. I didn't think he would.
No, neither do I.
I mean, we had Nicky on yesterday, Genk fan, and he did say like, will Moyes go full strength just to essentially get the group done? Because realistically, we win today, you're not going to fit. Well, if we win today, we're guaranteed to qualify. It's just whether we finish top or not. And he was like, if you put all your strong team out today, you're done. He's like, you'll be qualified. You can probably rotate around and play some of the kids in the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted the back 4. I said Masuaku would play. I said Rice and Lanzini, but Noble, Benrahma and Antonio. I mean, in fairness, though, you said that Vlasic and Yarmolenko are both injured.
Yeah.
So they would probably, for me, take the places of Antonio and Benrahma.
Yeah, that would have been my lineup. I wasn't sure between Soufal and Johnson. It could have been either or. It's good to see Fredericks back on the bench because we were talking about him just before you came on. How Fredericks has actually, let's not forget him. He's actually done quite well when he's played, and he kind of played more as a proper right back than as a wing back or a right midfielder that we all thought he might play. Because there's an awful lot of speculation about how badly he performs at right back, but he's done well until his injury. So it was a toss up between Soufal and maybe Johnson for me as to who might start. Like we've already discussed Declan, but Benrahma starting. Yeah, I think I would have had Yarmolenko and Vlasic for Benrahma and Antonio. But look at the bench, mate. We've got Baptiste, Chesters on the bench. Nice to see a couple of youngsters there.
Not many attacking changes. There's a couple. Fornals, Chesters, and Bowen?
Yeah,
it's pretty much the attacking changes. I mean, back to Moyes' tried and trusted two goalkeepers on the bench.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on there.
Zuma, Baptiste, Fredericks, Ogbonna, and Ben Johnson. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders and 2 goalkeepers on like an 11-man bench. It's like we just ran out of players. So like, Krau's the one home midfielder, and then you've got the 3, like Krau and Souček and the 3 attackers. We really scraped the barrel to get just fill out the 11-man squad.
But then he could have put more youngsters in, couldn't he?
That's what I literally was about to say to you. Surely he could have left Fabianski or Randolph at home. He could have left Zuma or Ogbonna at home and put 2 kids on.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go on to the rest of his presser. Otherwise, Anton will be upset for putting the slides together and us not covering them. Moyes on the campaign so far. I have to say, after 10 games, it's as good as I've felt. But it's how we feel after 38 games that matters. The players have been fabulous, though. And for most of last season, too, we have a level of consistency. I mean, he's understating, isn't he? Level of consistency. We are playing. If you look at the start of last year, up to now, that's Champions League football, isn't it?
I
We've
did
lost
see
two-
somewhere we're
we've
right
lost two
up there
games,
for
I
most
think.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And so-
calendar year as well, we're up there for
Yeah.
points. It's
Uh-huh.
it's not right, is it? Something's wrong. It doesn't feel right, you know.
I mean, I know, because it's all going to come crashing down, isn't it?
That's what we keep thinking. Like, come on, where's the when's it going to happen?
Moyes on performances. What I like about the other day was, although Mickey Antonio didn't have his best game, could have said, yeah, he didn't have his best game. We have a terrific spirit at the club. The players are right behind it, and my job is to keep them on a straight line. So he's keeping them, grounded, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's, and because I didn't see the review because I was on my way back from a horrendous journey from Villa at the weekend. What was your take on Mickey Antonio's performance?
He was in and out of the game, but I think we said, like, bear in mind he's not a centre forward. He sort of gave a typical number 9's performance.
Yeah,
he did he did a lot of running. He ran a lot of the channels, and he took a lot of beating as well. Like, he got battered by their centre backs, and then he didn't score a goal, but the first goal he wins the header against. Well, sorry, the third goal. He wins the header against, I think it was Target, who literally strangleholded him and dragged him to the floor. That could have been another red card. Let's be honest. But winning that flick on set about the goal.
Set the goal up, yeah.
And then the fourth goal, he done the thing I was entirely surprised he did.
He passed.
He actually passed it.
He passed.
And he made the right pass because he worked the overlap so Lanzini could play it back across to Bowen. So he may have had the best performance, but for a number 9 in the role we're technically probably, I mean, that's probably, I always won't want to say it because Antonio's had a really good scoring season this year and the back end of last season. So he won't want to say it, but I think that's the sort of performance that Moyes expected when he went to Antonio, you're going to play up front. He didn't necessarily expect him to score all the goals, but you're a big lump, you're a handful, you're pacey and powerful. You can cause the problem so that the other guys can play around you and score. So
I've started saying that Antonio's become a typical striker where you don't have to be in the game for 90 minutes in order to be
striker's job, isn't it?
It's a striker's job. You only have to be in the game for a minute or two. You've only got to get a chance. You've only got to set something up. You've only got to do an assist or whatever. And he has become. So I've got to stop my expectation. I think everybody else now has to do so as well. Is maybe stop our expectations. And do you remember what I used to say? Put Antonio in the middle. Don't let him go out wide. Let him go in the middle. Let him, help set up goals, etc., or score goals. And it looks like he's becoming to.
He's finally starting to do it. Yeah,
starting to do it, and I don't mind. So I've got to take that. So when I kind of say to myself, Antonio's not playing well. It's not that he's not playing well. He's playing a different game now.
He's not playing well for like a winger that should be getting on the ball and making runs, having an impact.
Exactly. But as a striker,
he's holding the ball up. He's not going to win. It's no striker is going to win every single ball.
No,
right? Yeah. But he's winning his fair share. He holds the ball up well enough at times. Links players in. He still makes the runs in behind. If we're just want to hoof a ball down the wing, he may not win it, but he'll hassle the defenders into doing something so that they have to go backwards. Like I said, the third goal, the way they went up, he knew that he was going to get absolutely clattered by Target when he won that header.
Yeah.
But he made sure he won it. Bowen gambled. We got the goal. Antonio doesn't gamble for that header. We don't score.
So let's have a few look at some comments. Michael, good evening to you. 4-3-3 lineup. It looks that way to me, doesn't it? It looks like we're playing a 4-3-3.
Well, you know what Moyes is like. That could quite easily be a 4-3-3 or the frigging, what is it, the 4-2-3-1, the one he likes.
4-2-3-1.
Could quite easily be that with Lanzini in the number 10.
That's true. Yeah.
And Benrahma and Masuaku either side of him and Antonio up front.
Yeah.
But what is different for me though is that looks like a more rigid 4-2-3-1 than we usually play. If you think normally Bowen, like Fornals and Benrahma will normally float and rotate. Like Bowen
but you might expect Masuaku to sort of drop back into a 5 if need be.
But he's not going to float you know what I mean. He's not going to float around with Lanzini and swap.
No, he's not.
So he's a very more rigid in that sense that you're not going to see him floating. They'll probably play. I mean, you might see Lanzini and Benrahma floating.
Yeah,
Benrahma will be on the right side and they might come in, or Lanzini might go out on the wing for a bit. Possibly. But Masuaku's going to be in that position, like you said, attacking. He might go further forward, and then for defending,
He'll
He might
forget.
want to go. He could go to a 5-4-1 and put Lanzini out on the left wing and put Masuaku as the left wing back.
True.
It's
Michael goes on to say, Kral, not Rice. Well, Kral's only just come back from a really serious COVID case, apparently. He suffered badly from it. So he may not be fully match fit. And Vlasic should be playing. But like I didn't know, Vlasic's actually injured. He had concussion, apparently. Michael goes on to say, Johnson should be on instead of Masuaku.
No, Johnson will be rested because he's at the moment he's the first choice right back.
Yeah, exactly. Frank, Ito is fast but weak. He got muscled off the ball easily at home, and let's hope that in the home game. Sorry, I think he was all right, but he was maybe one of
he would match our style. That three behind the centre forward, he'd fit in that.
Frank, again, I rate Johnson over Soufal, but both good. Well, I rate them both. You can't drop Soufal out of.
To be fair, like you said about Fredericks, at every point this season, a right back's dropped out and another right back's dropped in. The right back that's filled in has stepped up.
Yeah.
Like, when Fredericks come in, we were like, oh, Fredericks is back. This might be decent. And Fredericks got injured. Soufal got thinking, you know what Soufal's going to do. Soufal gets injured. Johnson comes in. Oh, he's finally got his chance at the right back position.
Yeah, and he's done well.
5-6 clean sheets in a row, and he scored a goal.
Mahmood, good evening to you. Today is a great day for Moyes to show his full play, avoid mistakes, and push the best players, especially in defence. And in the middle, a great attack with Antonio, Benrahma, and Lanzini. Thank you for that, mate. Sean, how are you, mate? With £630,000 per group win, or €1,000 per group win, how much are we up to with all the qualification bonuses? Must be well over 10, nowhere near 10 mil, mate.
Didn't we do a show on it? Did you do a show on it?
Very early in the season, I did.
It's only about 2 million for winning the group or something silly, isn't it? It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not even. I don't think it's even 600 grand per group game, is it?
Yeah. I think it is. It's something like that, but it's nowhere near Champions League money. So I think you walk away with maybe 4 or 5 million or something like that. But I'll try and dig that out. But yeah. Who else have we got in the chat? Good evening to you, DA. I hope you're well. As long as we don't get Atletico and super cheat Simeone, I don't care who we get. We're going to beat anyone that comes our way. Peter, how are you, mate? I love Stelios. I understand that. Positivity, enthusiasm, upbeat attitude most of the time. It kind of makes up
Peter, you don't even bloody watch it. You can't watch the show. You can't watch the channel.
It kind of makes up for Anton's negativity, but then he's not really a West Ham fan, is he?
He must have actually. Do you know what, Peter?
Mate, we're doing We're doing comments before we kick off.
He must have meant to say Anton. Not
no,
Snell.
he didn't. Definitely,
he did.
Sports stats.
Matt,
good evening to you. Surely Moyes not. Mate, do you mind? We're we're doing the comments.
So I've already had enough of him. There he goes. Anyway, I'll do the comments.
Sports stats. Surely Moyes not starting that Simpsons bloke against Kral means that he doesn't fancy him. Kral's just come back from a long-term COVID.
Quite serious one. Like you said, it's quite a serious one, apparently.
Yeah, it was a pretty serious one, yeah. So, Mahmood, mate, we love you, but please don't keep repeating the comment. I've read it now about 6 times. Mark. I know Mark well. Good evening to you, mate. I hope you're well. Do any other team supporters go through the same hassle in collecting their tickets? You know why they're doing that for the away matches, mate. You know why. You're out in Genk at the moment, Mark, or not? Let us know, mate. Matt Newhouse, good evening to you. As a Tottenham fan, I envy the Hammers. Mate, you've had your good times. It's our turn, Matty. It's our turn.
I mean, manager they brought in... If anyone's going to turn it around,
it's him.
It's him.
It's him.
Well, how many times have they been saying that though? no disrespect.
No, Conte doesn't suffer fools gladly, mate.
No, but I tell you what, though, does he suffer? Does he suffer fools gladly?
Oh, yeah, they've had to pay to get him in. Don't forget, he turned them down 3 months ago.
He'll get a lot of money. But then,
he's on 15 million a year.
Yeah, hang on, lads. This ain't a Spurs channel. There's one comment.
I know that.
Stop it.
Just be truthful on it,
Liam, Saeed needs to get a goal today. He great all the other aspects like crossing, pushing through, but he needs to finish one off. He's had 4 goals. He's our second top goal. Liam, no disrespect, mate, but he's our second top goal scorer this season as it stands.
It's just he got them all at the start, but like we said, they're sharing the goals around.
Anil, good evening to you, mate. I was thinking that from Horns. What did Hornswassler say? Hornswassler says Noble and Krc too slow for Ito, and Arthur won't chase him back. That's good point.
Listen, good I think Ito is a good player. I think he's a creative player, but there was nothing in his pace I'm not going to lie, there was nothing in his pace that concerned me.
Yeah.
It was the runs.
we-
It wasn't the pace of the runs. It was the timing of the runs.
Timing
Yeah.
of the
He made a
runs
couple at the start. He made a couple of clever runs.
and his creativity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening, Stuart. Hi, Stel. And not placing a bet on this one as a nice Spurs fan is working in the bookies tonight. 4-1 to beat Liverpool. We'll beat Liverpool. We'll beat Genk. We'll beat anyone that comes our way. But anyway, Michael, Oko Flex should be on the bench. He plays on the left. Michael, calm down, mate. I think Oko Flex will get his time. I think I talked about him in the weekly on Monday, and I think he will get his time. And I tell you what, one thing, if we do win tonight, I think we're going to see an awful lot of younger players maybe playing in the last 2 games. Anton, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, first and foremost, I'll correct you. It wasn't the weekly; it was the monthly. Second of all, I don't. I don't know if we will
Actually,
see a huge amount.
shall I rename the? Shall I just come on
Please,
the West Ham
please,
Monthly?
please,
All right, no problem.
please.
I'll just do one show a month then. West Ham
Please.
Monthly.
Well, that's
Great.
just normal for you anyway. Just now.
Great. I'll do that from now on then. No problem at all. Anyway, you missed your opportunity to answer that question. Epic.
Hold on a minute. I said it earlier on. I don't think we'll see a whole host of youth play. I think we
Quite a
may
few.
see some embedded in.
Yeah.
It's good to see. I think Chester's is on the bench tonight. I've
He
got an
is.
image actually of the bench. Did we? I don't know if you brought that
Yeah,
up.
we
Here
got
is
it.
here.
Baptiste is on.
Yep.
Chester's also, which is really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So there you go.
Epic. Moyes is sentimental, so he puts Randolph on the bench so that he gets his bonus. I don't think he's doing it for sentiment. There's something else going on. Well, this 2 goalie. Well, come on. Let's like we talked about it last season when we had when we thought Fabianski was carrying a knock, but Fabianski doesn't look like he's carrying a knock anymore. What is this thing with 2 goalies on the bench?
Just filling out the bench.
Do you know what? It doesn't bother me because there's how many players on the bench. If it was 5 players on the bench, it would maybe bother me. But with that amount of players, it really doesn't bother me.
Sean, if we get through the group stage with 6 wins, we earn 9.71 million euros. There's a further 13 million euros up for grabs from quarterfinals onwards. If we win tonight, we're up to 8. Yeah, I thought, I said what, 5-6 million pounds. So yeah, 8 million euros. So it's good, but it wouldn't buy you Declan's left boot at the moment, will it? Mark
Well,
R.
not if you believe your daily show that you did yesterday, saying that Declan
Well,
Rice
no,
is going
I
to
didn't
get
say
400k
it.
a week. I mean,
No, I
ITK
didn't say it.
Stelios has been back to as usual.
I questioned if you'd actually watched the show, I would have poo-pooed it. But there you
I've
go. You
missed
didn't
you
even
still.
bother watching it. I certainly haven't missed you. Trini, he was up against 2 big physical centre backs. Also, who was? Sorry, Trini, that was 10 minutes ago. So I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me who you're talking about. NWO. No, I have an inflated sense of self-importance, as we all do. NWO.
I still does.
Do this show. DA, Antonio's a handful, even on an off-day defender's nightmare. Frank will deflate it if I've got a migraine. You're the one with the migraine. What are you going to deflate? Maui, good evening to you. Barry, it's Barry from the Philippines. I've been Hammers fan for 70 years, and now is the best time in my life. It's great, isn't it, mate? It's absolutely fantastic. Who else have we got? I'd love to see Ben Rama get a hat-trick. Would be nice. I don't care who gets a hat-trick, so long as we score a handsome number of goals tonight. I'm not disrespecting Genk, but I'm expecting an easy game tonight. Sports stats. Is our current side better than the 1999 side? For me, I'd go with 99 just as we finish 5th and 1 and into Toto. So here's the question to you, Sports Stats. If we finish in the top 4 or in the top 5 and win the Europa League, will that make our squad better than the 99 squad? Because it's a good question.
I don't even know, if I'm being honest, that I think what we're currently going through is better than that side. Because we've been so consistent for such a long time. That season in particular, I can't remember after finishing 5th where we finished the next year and where we finished the year before that.
Were we not relegated the year after, or
when we were playing UEFA Cup? But I certainly don't think we've done another performance in the league and kept the level of consistency going. Moyes
Yeah.
has stated from day dot since coming in, he wants consistency. Now, let's get this right. This consistency started before the first COVID lockdown,
It did.
when it could go as far back as saying the minute that we kind of brought Nolan in. Bringing Moyes back, yes, but the performances started to pick up after Nolan came in. And I would say that was Arsenal. Did we not get beat against Arsenal
We
in
did.
March or February 2020?
2020.
Just for lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
we're talking. We're in November 21. Like we're 4 months away from saying we've been 2 years consistent.
Yeah,
Mental.
very true. Very true.
Mental.
Willex, good evening to you. Moyes won't want to lose his 1,000th game. Yeah, I agree. Michael, you're absolutely right there, Michael. Stel, Anton is just jealous. You're the better man. Very true. David M, carry on, Stel, with the weekly, please. Please, 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 he said. David, I'll think about it, mate. Stuart, guys, it was posted on Iron's website earlier. No English club has won their first 4 Europa League group games without conceding a goal. Will we concede a goal tonight? Will we concede in the Europa League and break that record?
Will we concede tonight? I mean, I'm going that we won't concede, but I mean, it's a football match. Who knows? I mean, I think Genk put the ball in the back of the net against West Ham, didn't they? They were the only team to do it so far in the Europa League. It was disallowed. But hey ho, we'll just have to see. But like you said, still, I am confident. I just don't want to be too confident.
Spencer, good evening to you. Why is Moyes playing Creswell knowing he's up against Salah on Sunday? Well, it's just that thing about cover, isn't it? And I'm surprised Creswell is playing as many games. Do you think he's got a new lease of life, hasn't he?
I'll let that one to you, Matt.
Moyes has found a way to get the best out of him. I mean, look, he's quite lucky in the sense that he doesn't have to play. I mean, look, we got 2 games left and it's an international break again. I think the international break for the players that aren't playing internationally has probably suited them. Because, yes, how many games we're hitting between each international break? We're basically playing, 2 games a week for a month straight. And we've had an international break. So, yeah, Creswell's knocking out 8 games in a month. But then he gets 2 weeks off, or he gets a week off.
That is true. That is true. But there was a time when Creswell could knock out 4 games in a month because he'd end up getting injured. You know, so it's just amazing what's happened.
That's got to go down to Moyes and the backroom staff because
something's changed.
Touch wood.
We
would normally have 5, 6 people on the injury table. Our injury table's collecting dust right now.
Yeah, but hang on. This happened last year as well. And then after the transfer window, we did start getting injuries.
Yeah, it might happen at some point. But we didn't get any serious. I'm not talking about
really
an Andy Carroll or a Wilshere or I don't want to say it nastily, Winston Reid. They became a point where they were on the injury table more than they were in the first team. I mean, don't be wrong. Until Winston Reid had his big injury, he was one of the ones that played every single game. You know, he played twice a week. But it looks like we finally, now Moyes has taken the reign. We are sort of finally edging away from the guys that are injured non-stop. I mean, I'm not being funny. Say it's the coaching staff and the medical team, whatever, physios, fitness coaches. How many games has Antonio played already this season?
I know, but I don't want to tempt fate. Yeah. Jason Mull, I'm a West Ham fan today and a Liverpool fan on Sunday. Good evening to you, Jason. I know. Schmiegel, what's wrong with Vlasic? Apparently he got concussed. Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Jason Mull, I'm a West Ham fan today and a Liverpool fan on Sunday. Good evening to you, Jason. Schmiegel, what's wrong with Vlasic? We heard he's got concussion, but I don't know how, why, or whatever.
That means he can't play, doesn't it? It's 10 days?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you got to, Crosshammer, good evening all. Very surprised Anton is on the channel. Very surprised with Antonio starting. Would have thought Moyes would have preferred a fresh him. Not that I mind, of course. We did discuss that earlier. Bonnie, he thinks we're a more resilient squad than the 99 squad. What else have we got? Good evening, Pat. 100%, this is the best squad since the mid-60s. We have been brilliant since before COVID. West Ham have never had 2 consecutive seasons on the up. That is true. That is true. Oh,
Stella's
sorry.
an idiot and has no knowledge of
Yeah,
football or
right.
West Ham. I mean, I
I
don't know who
wonder
put
who
that
wrote
comment in.
Yes,
Yeah, I
if we
wonder
win
who
a
wrote that.
Cup or a Europa League and even finish 6th or even 8th, I'd go with this year over 99. Yeah, I thought we did, Anil. We got relegated after the 99. Trevor, Anton, do you want to cover something else before we finish off? We are consistent ever since Jared Bowen joined. Good.
Well,
There
that
you
was
go.
that January, wasn't it? That Moyes first came in. He came in like December, didn't he? And he brought in Bowen and Suchek. And then we started getting better. And then COVID came. And I said this before, and I reckon actually, you know what? Coming when it did and shutting down the league for 3 months, whatever it was,
Blessing
done
in
Moyes
disguise.
a massive favour.
Blessing in disguise.
Because he gave him 3 months to drill the players into what he wanted, get them on the right mentality. And like you said, and then since Project Restart, it's just been going that way.
By the way, there was a comment, Matt. I don't know where it's gone. Someone wanted to see your toilet seat again. So can you show
the
them that
toilet
again?
seat. Oh,
Yeah.
Where am I going? That way.
Look
Over
at
there,
that,
on the
people.
wall.
Apparently, Mark Noble had a poo sitting on that toilet seat. There you go. There you go. Crosshammer, it'd be a crime if we don't win a cup this season. It'll be a crime if we don't win 2 cups this season and finish top 4.
We're in
But
the
there you
quadruple,
go.
weren't we?
I don't want much. Quadruple is on. DJ, don't stop. Evening, fellas. Think we'll 2-2 tonight, as I think Genk will be up for it. I don't know.
I think, to be fair, I think this might almost be last chance saloon for them.
Yeah.
88% of people watching tonight who've taken part in the poll on YouTube have said that they're happy with our lineup tonight. 88%.
I know, I'm happy with it. I'm just
I'm
surprised.
happy with it. I'm just I'm just surprised as well. Bonnie, attitude is different now. No prima donnas. A real team that does not roll over like the old West Ham. Yep, absolutely agree. Narky, I think our fitness levels have improved, leading to less injuries. Let's hope that stays. Fred, I would have liked to see Vlasic. He's injured, I'm afraid. But he is not. Shame. I'm sure he has more to come. I think he's got more to come. Vlasic, being written off already. What? Why? Thoughts?
Not for me.
We spoke about it last night. Like, how long did Fornals take to come good?
How long did Benrahma take to come good?
2
A whole
years?
season.
2 years, Fornals?
Fornals was
Don't
an
forget,
interesting
Fornals
one because
Fornals was a Pellegrini sided.
yeah, and what was interesting about Fornals was when he was when Moyes came back in to manage the team, the first player he dropped was Fornals, but at the time Fornals was in form,
Yeah.
and he played Lanzini.
He didn't get
And
back
then he
for like 3
realised-
months.
He realised that Lanzini actually wasn't going to do it. And brought Fornals back in, and Fornals has flourished ever since. So, Jason, the comment you made earlier, I don't think this is an excuse, mate. Just because you're from Iowa, please forgive me. Jason, it's got to be either West Ham or it's got to be Liverpool. And I'm guessing, because you're watching us, it's clearly West Ham, mate.
Yeah, and we're not digging you
Nail
out,
your
Jason.
colours to the
We're not
mast,
digging you out.
Jason. Nail your colours to the mast. Forget about Liverpool. Don't go for the glory. Go for the team that's on the up. And that's West Ham United. And we'll send you, Jason. You message us on our email. We'll send you a West Ham mug that you will be proud of. It'll cost you a tenner, but you can still have it. No problem.
Moyes has confirmed on the West Ham website about Yarmolenko and Vlasic. So that's his intention was to play them, but they've picked up knocks. So he has confirmed that himself.
So has he picked up a concussion in training?
They haven't said why.
Vlasic, because we were saying apparently Vlasic got a concussion. Because obviously, if he's got a concussion, he can't play for 10 days anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have massively affected the Liverpool.
But
game
like I
anyway.
said, if you look at the team that's out there today, we pretty much picked that team. But I mean, Vlasic and
we didn't choose.
Would there be?
Antonio.
I mean, could you have opted for any other players?
Vlasic and Yarmolenko started, which they would have. So
With Vlasic and Yarmolenko out, would you have opted for other players, or would you guys have gone for Antonio and Benrahma as well?
No, they would have taken their spots.
Yeah.
The team I picked.
I did. We did kind of talk about the Benrahma and the Lanzini. I never had them ever playing in the same team, but like what Matt said, the press conference was late last night, so the knocks would have happened maybe yesterday in training or the day before. So we did toy with Benrahma, but for me it was either going to be Benrahma or Lanzini, not Benrahma and Lanzini.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
Playing.
No.
Anil, win tonight, 2 free Europa fixtures in a very busy December, which is very, very true, mate. Very true. Howard, 3 cups and a top 4 finish. This will be our best
man.
season.
The game's nearly here. Sorry, I've just realised the time.
It is. Don't worry. We're going to finish off.
No, I just can't believe it's 5:45. I mean, it's...
Yeah, and I'm still meant to be working. Peter,
Yeah,
Anton,
and
Stato.
I think what we'll do is we'll go through this comment here from DA Crossman.
Anton and Stato, I think you're
this one would have loved
you're
to
just as enthusiastic, upbeat as Stelios, but he has more holidays than yous to, but yous are usually on time. Well, Peter, you know...
To be fair, my holiday's been cancelled about 4 times. I'll just keep rebooking it. It just keeps getting cancelled.
Yeah, I'm not getting a holiday.
None of mine have been cancelled. More is confirmed on the official website. Small injuries to Yarmolenko and Vlasic. Thank you, Matt.
Just quickly, I put another poll out on the YouTube channel. I asked the question, should Antonio have started the game tonight? 53% of people said no. 46% of people said yes. So it's split down the middle. People are happy. Any other polls? Lads, give me a poll and I'll put it on the YouTube channel. Come on, still, Matt.
Who's the best? Who's the best?
Oh, here we go.
Who's the best host on this channel? Stel or Stel? John, we've had one host before, but this time we're part of a long-term project. Good point. Factions MC. I feel like Fornals used to be a 1 goal here and a there man, but now he's proper solid. Will X. Is it 3rd place in Champions League that dropped to last 16 of Europa Cup?
Right. So if you finish,
I think it's 4th place actually.
If you finish top of our group, you go straight into the last 32. 2nd place plays the team that finishes 3rd in the Champions League. 4th place in the Champions League gets you nothing.
Oh right, okay.
All the 3rd place teams drop down into the playoff round.
For the
against
Europa
the teams that finished 2nd in our thing. And then you go, but if you finish top of the group in the Europa League, you skip the playoff round, you go straight into the last 32.
You see, if you finish top of the group in Europa League, you should go in the playoffs to go into the Champions League, I reckon.
But in the same way, if you finish 3rd in the Europa League, you drop down into the playoffs for the conference.
Thank you, Stato. I almost fell asleep there, but thank you.
Oh my God, Matt! I've told you behind Stel's back. You just ignore him. He doesn't even know what he's saying half the time.
I'm a Mulder. Stel, you've never offered me a mug. Is it because I'm in California? No, it's because you're already a West Ham fan. But the other chap, Jason doesn't know whether he wants to be a West Ham fan or a Liverpool fan. And he even says, Jason, I'm a mercenary that roots for whoever I bet on. Jason, become a West Ham fan. You will not regret it. Look, more West Ham fans from New York, from America. Governor, good evening to you. Welcome, mate. Thank you. Betty Swallocks, you got to pronounce that very carefully. I'm 57, my brother is 62, and we both agree that this team is the best we've seen in our lifetime. Happy days, can't stop smiling. None of us can. Good evening to you, Thila Fai Angugloso. France call up with a big confidence boost for Areola. Has he been called up to the French team?
Oh yeah, so this is, you asked me earlier on, is there anything else for us to talk about? Well, yes, let's get into it. Zuma and Areola have today been called up to the French squad. Yes.
Well.
So 2 West Ham players have gone into the French squad today. Zuma and Areola.
Wow. Good on them.
There you go.
Cheers. Right. What else?
On top of that, we've got 3 players in the Czech squad. Kroll, Suchek, and Antonio and Stufel.
And if Southgate had any sense whatsoever, he would have picked 3 West Ham players for the England squad. But
right, the results are in for the poll. The results are in for the poll. Are you ready for the stats?
Yeah. What's he done?
Are you ready for the stats?
Yeah, go on then.
I'll tell you the stats. Anton gets 51%. Stato gets 28%. Stel gets 11%.
Yeah.
And Russ gets 8%.
There you go.
Can we say, Stato?
We can say that.
Look,
you
this is
obviously
what people want. So we'll give them what people want.
Give them what they want.
Give them what they want.
All we can say
We're
is
just
that
people
you
pleasers.
talk
We just
utter
give the people what they
nonsense.
want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he kept begging me, Stel, when you coming back? When you coming back? Stel, when you're doing the show? When you're doing the show? Stel,
This is
when
the first.
you coming
This is
back?
the first time I did beg you.
Anton's like, Stel, I had to block his number on WhatsApp because it was getting irritating. I was on holiday. You know, it was like, good grief. Tommy, good evening to you. Thought we went straight to the last 16
Tommy,
if we win the
It
group.
might be. I
Tommy-
might be getting.
Tommy, you had
I'm not
Oh,
actually.
Stato, mate. We have you on for the stats and you get them wrong.
So hold
I
on a minute.
mean, you
I
know,
haven't actually seen it. I know that.
Hold on a
I
second, Matt.
don't know what round it is. I know there is a playoff round.
Yeah, but we go if we win this group, we go to last 16. I thought
Is
you
it
knew
last
that.
16? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know if it was last 16 or 32. I knew that there is a playoff round, and then we go. If you win it, you skip the playoff round. And you go straight into whatever that round is. I didn't know what that round was.
Can I just bring this comment up for such a generous $20 from Jason? Cheers for the biggest West Ham fan in Iowa. Prediction today: basement drama.
he's just paid for his mug and he's just paid for the mug and delivery to Iowa.
Honestly, you didn't need to do that, Jason. But thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Really
Jason.
kind of you.
Much appreciated. James
Tommy,
Bond.
hold on. Tommy, you
Go on.
had the link to come on at 5 o'clock. Where are you, Tommy? You don't need to come on anymore. I'm not being horrible. You don't, but you did have the link to come on because
So the players are on the pitch, by the way. They're doing
I
the
was just going to
stupid.
say we need to get the game up and running. Oh no, where's Matt? I'll be back in it. Matt, I'll let you do the.
Where's he gone now?
Oh look,
Sort his stream
DJ
out.
Russie B's in the house. The place
Sorry.
to be. Ooh.
Sorry. Hello. Welcome. I've got my
Good
official,
evening, sir.
Got my official pin badge.
Here comes Mr. Marmalade. Mr. Marmalade has arrived. Sorry, Russ. Sorry, I'm just talking about.
8%. 8%. Fuck's sake. At least I know if we win the group, we're going to the final 16.
Got the marmalade.
Hashtag just saying.
Russ, you got 11. Don't look at the poll. The poll's not real.
I work in market research all my life, man. So I know. Yeah, it was. There was a
Oh,
standard,
that's what
there's
you
a
do.
standard
Market
error.
research.
There's a
only-
standard
the
error
only-
in there.
They only felt sorry for him. That's why.
The only slight
Yeah.
error is that Anton made it all up, mate.
Yeah.
That's the error. How are you, Russ? Good day.
Trying to work out
Very well.
percentage in his head. He's like, wait a minute, what percentage is left? I've got to
Yeah.
make sure it adds up to 100.
Exactly. It didn't add up to 100 than that.
It didn't even add up
I
to
did.
100.
I definitely don't
Oh,
think it did. I think he just
dear.
made it up on a whim, didn't he?
Is Pencil a relative of John?
No, we
That's what
we
I
had
was
this discussion
Ah.
before the first game with Mikey, the Genk fan, and he said no, they're not.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You were ready to get him on the channel, weren't you?
I've had John on the channel. I've had John on. Yeah, John.
I'm talking
John,
about getting this pencil on.
this Pencil. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
an
yeah.
honorary West Ham fan. What do you think of the lineup, Russ?
Oh, it's a typical Moyes lineup, isn't it? He loves a what's name? He loves a little
Tinker.
Yeah, Tinker. We always thought we didn't think that Krc was playing. We didn't think that Antonio was playing. I thought it would be one of Rice or Suchek, but the rest is pretty much as I thought it would be. But yeah, he's obviously, as he said, he wants to win the group, doesn't he? He wants to go out and do it.
I don't know. I didn't know this. Obviously, I joined late. They went through the press conference earlier, and he did say that Vlasic and Yarmolenko picked up knocks in training,
Yeah.
and they were both going to start. So we were saying we don't think Antonio or Benrahma would have started,
No,
but
I
with
think
the two knocks,
I reckon what you'll do is you'll see us come out the blocks now and
try and get it over by half
Yeah,
time or
and then
60th
get
minute,
them
and then
off.
he can, yeah.
get them off, get them all cuddled in cotton wool, and off they go. I think that's what's going to happen.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the game up. Been going on
Well,
chatting for so long.
it's working on our thing, so we're okay.
It's working on our thing.
Yeah. In the private chat.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
I don't know about you, but I was getting very jealous of seeing everyone on Twitter and stuff, like when they were like on the Eurostar.
Oh, the Eurostar.
Facebook.
Some people went last night. Some people were like really early doors this morning.
I know.
The thing is, the people that went last night have got to be careful because haven't you got to isolate? Or did they
you've got
change the
over-
rules last minute? Because I know when we were discussing it,
It's I don't know, because you got. I mean, Stell knows more because Stell's been out of the country more than all of us put together. But
If you're only out for 3 days, I think it's under 5 days or something like that. You don't have.
Oh, is it under 5 days? If they have extended
something
it,
like that.
because originally when like we first drew against them, they were in the group. It was like if you was in the country less than 48 hours, you didn't have to isolate or anything.
Right. I could be wrong, but I think they'll.
Yeah, I've got to
extended it
because I've got to go Lapland next month. So yeah, I haven't got to go Lapland.
So we kicked off.
We've kicked off. Yeah,
30 seconds in.
I'm a minute 20 in.
You might be further than me in.
Right.
Okay. On that thing, let me have a look on the other streams just to make sure. Out the blocks fast. Looks like West Ham. Oh God, that's not.
What are you on, Russ?
Well, I'm just going through the streams. So 125 it says here.
God, I'm first time I've ever been ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't last long because
yeah, it'll go down.
Yeah, of course it will. Standard.
I won't commentate then because I am a little bit further ahead. I'll look at the.
Don't bother me, mate. You can commentate.
Yeah, you can commentate. So... Right? I mean,
okay.
It's always easier because then we can.
It's only him that's. It's only Anton that don't like it.
So ball one off the attacker by Diop. Declan on the ball. There's a player's down. Pansil, who's down.
Oh,
there you go.
That's it.
What time are you
He's
on?
down.
I'm on. Hang on, we're just looking at Diop's challenge.
Oh, yeah. So I've just seen Diop's challenge the first time.
Decent challenge. I'm on 2 minutes 40.
Yes, you're about 10 seconds ahead of me.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. We're okay. Right, come on, you boys. Come on, the Irons.
So no free kick given. It's a drop ball. Diop back to Areola as he pumps it up.
Love a drop ball. Come on, you Irons.
So their number 7 have got it in the middle of the park. I don't remember their names of their players, but their number 7's on the ball. Knocking it around in triangles all the way back to their keeper. Good pressing by West Ham.
Well, 7's Ito. So 7's Ito. He's the Japanese
7.
player. He's brilliant. I like him. Busy. Very busy player. You can hear the West Ham fans just about.
Well, I was going to say, you can see in the background, I'm quite surprised that it's not...
Oh!
I thought the crowd might be more full.
That was out of nothing.
That
was out of nothing. Areola should have saved that. It was a tame shot.
Yeah. 1-0 to Genk.
Got beaten to the ball. Diop got beaten to the ball.
Yeah.
Speculative shot. Onside. Definitely onside.
Definitely.
Oh, that's poor from Diop. I'm just watching it now. That's poor.
That was poor defending and poor goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that stat's gone, isn't it?
Yeah. And that was set up by their number 7, Ito. We were told to watch out for him.
Ito pulled the ball right through the middle.
Yeah.
Nice run from Pansil.
Off the back of Diop.
Yeah. And Areola should have done a lot
early
better than
shot.
And that was Pansil, who just gone down 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
Didn't get enough of a hand on it.
No, didn't.
Yeah, Paul shouldn't have gone behind. I think that was Diop, and Areola should have had a stronger hand. Yeah.
First goal conceded in Europe this season.
Yeah. What a shame, because that would have been a nice record to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Pansel's got 1 goal in 2 games, so he's didn't he score at the weekend? I think as well. I think he scored a couple at the weekend. He's been in form. I think Pansil has. I think Genk, haven't they won their last 2? Scored 6 goals in their last 2 games. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
So they've got form, and now they're on the attack again. Let's tighten this up a little bit, boys. Now, come on, maybe taking it a little bit too easy.
What stream are you on? Stream 1, 2, or 3?
Trois. I'm on Trois. He's gone. Could have just asked us in the private chat. It doesn't matter. So we're pretty much camped in our. Oh, not able to dispossessed. The number 23 from Genk, then Masuaku. Antonio's holding up nicely. Little cut inside, but lets the ball go. Genk's got the ball back again. They've come out the blocks. We should have saved that. Definitely. Very poor.
Yeah, I don't think he was even expecting a shot. I think he was like mucking around trying to get. I think he got drifted out, and he, for a split second, he thought, "I'm going to come out and claim this," and he was like, "No, I'm not. I'll start jogging back."
Yeah, stuck in
And
between two.
I don't think he expected the guy to shoot.
No,
I don't think
no.
he expected Pansek to shoot. When he did, caught him off guard. He didn't look set. You know, like a keeper normally.
Yeah, he was way too far forward in the 18-yard box to sort of be comfortably
Cut the angle,
cut the angle.
Definitely. And now Genk are on the attack again. They're in camped in our half at the moment. Not liking this.
So the ball is with Genk in their half. Their number 7, he's just beaten Noble. He moved away from him. Noble was literally standing still. It's out on the right-hand side. Cut into on Declan. No, lost again. That's their big player, Onuachu.
Yeah,
holding the ball well.
Big pull.
Gets it right out to the left side. They've got confidence now, Genk.
Yeah, they got the goal in them now.
Yeah. We've got to chase the game, haven't we?
Which is surprising because he gave absolutely nothing at that first game. Big Paul, I thought he was very poor.
Yeah, he was poor. Yeah,
He didn't do a lot of anything.
No. I thought Dawson did a proper English defender job on him. You know, big lad, big defender.
Corner ball to Genk. Horowski to take it. In it goes. Oh! I tell you what, that's a good save by Areola.
Just watching the goal again, actually. Yeah, he was.
Oh dear! Well, their tails are up.
Yep,
their tails.
I think they are.
Oh, another where's the defending? That was an absolutely brilliant save by Areola.
Yeah,
Brilliant save.
They need to wake up.
West Ham are. They're not up for this at the moment.
Second corner. Particularly I don't like
that ball. You pump it up from the back all the way, and there's only Antonio there, and that was possession given away. That's it. West Ham have won it back. Noble in for Benrahma, probably his first touch of the game. Good ball out to Antonio on the right-hand side. Oh! Is that a corner? No. It's just a really bad shot. Really?
Is that a corner?
Really,
no, it's just
I thought that was
just an awful
shot. A really, really bad shot.
It's just an Antonio shot.
We just haven't started.
Nah. We look like a team that's just got off the plane.
They've been on them Belgian beers all day.
Well, yeah, you've seen the size of some of them.
Goodness me. You've seen some of the fans with their photos.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's brilliant.
We are just coming up to 9.5 minutes in. West Ham, Genk 1, West Ham United 0. Ball in West Ham's half. Spraying it around the back.
Come on, you Irons.
Ball lost.
Need to get something.
That was weak. Ball lost unnecessarily there on the right-hand side. Genk have got it back. Comfortably back to their keeper.
What time are you all on?
I'm on 10:09.
I'm on 9:50, so I'm about 20 seconds behind.
I'm on 9:50 now.
Cool.
As I said, Anton, I can stop commentating if you want me to.
Oh, in fact, I'm just eating dinner and watching it.
Fair play. Enjoy. Anything nice for dinner, Ant? That's the question. What have you got for dinner?
Frank, Crosshammer wants you to tell Pat to keep the noise down. Keep the noise down. Trying to watch the footy.
Pat. Keep the noise down.
I love you, Pat.
Masuaku on the ball, out to Lanzini, throw on to West Ham. The consolation, if it is one, is that they've scored early,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
gives us
no,
plenty of
Which-
time to settle down and get back into the game.
yeah.
In fairness, they did in the first game, didn't they? I mean, it
Corner
got
ball
out
to
for
West Ham.
offside.
You're right. They scored the first. They got the ball in the net, didn't they? Really, at London Stadium. So
And that was
very early
early.
on. And to be honest, it was a bit sort of back and forth until we got that first goal, and then they just seemed to sort of give up second half. To be honest,
Yeah.
Don't forget we scored right at the end of the first half, didn't we? Really. It wasn't a vintage.
Short ball, Creswell in, cleared. Benrahma looking to get it straight back in the box. Good cross, very good cross. Oh, just over there, Antonio. Oh, great save by the keeper from Noble. That was right. We've got to get back now. They're breaking out from our corner. Ball in, great ball again from their number 7 out to the left.
He's very busy.
We've got numbers back now. We've got numbers back. Yeah, we've got to keep him quiet, the number 7, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sprayed out to the right-hand side. Creswell wins it back easy. Oh, Noble! Oh, okay. We got away with that one. Got away with that one. Out to Antonio. Antonio taking on their defender. Look up, Antonio. Look up, Antonio. Look up, Antonio. You can't win. You can't beat every player, mate.
I think he needs to look up a little bit, to be honest.
Might need to look up.
Yeah, he might need to look up a little bit.
Honestly, though, I mean,
It's got like a feeling of like a pre-season friendly at the moment. It's a bit
at the
like
moment, yeah.
all over the bloody place.
Oh, that wasn't Noble taking a shot. That was Sufal taking a
Oh,
shot.
so, yeah, it's the shot to the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper saved, yeah. Goal kick. Masuaku wins the header. Antonio on the ball. Loses it again. Genk playing triangles again. Comfortable. Spraying the ball out wide.
Commentator says they've got their teeth into the tie now, West Ham.
Not yet. Not yet.
We're slowly growing into it.
We are slowly growing
But
into
we
it,
started
yeah. But,
very, very slowly.
Yeah, very poor.
Diop wins the ball. Declan in the middle. Let it go, Declan. Masuaku on the ball. Loses it. I'll say no more. Oh, that was a bad pass by Genk. West Ham have got the ball back. Nice bit of interplay. Oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. Genk have won the ball back. Their number 7's on the ball again. Taking a... Oh, Declan. That's a booking. That's definitely a booking. Declan took their number 7 right down there.
Left something on him.
I'd be surprised if Declan gets away with not getting booked for that. Oh, he went right. That was bad, but he did catch it.
Yeah, he should be getting a booking for that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised if he doesn't.
I haven't seen one, but
He hasn't been booked. Oh, he has been booked. Yeah,
He has
booked.
been.
Yeah. Free kick to Genk. 40 yards out, roughly.
Yeah. Come you irons.
15 minutes gone. Genk 1, West Ham United 0. Ball in. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Goal kick.
Come you irons. Come on. I just need
So
to.
this is where it's showing a replay of Antonio. Mate, you know, sometimes I love you, but sometimes you've just got to pass the ball, Antonio. Like you did against Villa on Sunday. And it resulted in a goal.
Yeah. It ain't hard.
It ain't hard. Yeah, they're not happy. Krc's not happy. looking around, questioning. Moyes not happy. We just ain't got a foothold in this game at the moment.
Nah. David Moyes' 1,000th game in charge.
Don't worry, he won't lose it. We'll win.
No, he
We'll
won't.
win.
He won't. I'm still confident. How many times did we go behind last season, particularly in the Premier League?
Genk have won the ball back again. Out
We haven't got
wide.
into this game yet, though, have we?
No.
Right.
Oh, straight past Soufal. Oh, that was a really, really poor pass in the box by Diop. We are looking nervous.
What's going on right now?
Diop passed the ball out and gave it straight to them on the 18-yard, on the edge of the 18-yard box. Shot over the bar. We are looking nervous. Not
They
good
look
at
like-
all.
I mean, they look like a team who are fighting for something. We don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what
We
I mean?
don't.
We
Yeah.
don't. Which is the wrong way to be. But it looks like, we look like a team that has already qualified. But
Which
we're
we
not.
haven't.
We haven't yet. No, exactly.
No, that
Good
pass
evening,
from
Dan.
Diop, the replay, that was poor.
Well, one back. Unlucky, Antonio. I see loads of people moaning at the strength of the lineup, but this is why Moyes is playing certain players. We've not turned up. Good evening to you, Dan. I hope you're well, mate. Crosshammer, they're better team by far. We can still do this though, like Stato says. We can still do
Agreed.
this. Good evening to you, Sean. Don't worry, guys and girls. We can't win them all. We're still massive. It's early days. It's early days.
Like you
worry
said,
about
the
it.
good thing is we conceded the goal early.
Exactly.
But now we need to turn up.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the thing that frustrates me a little bit is obviously you've got, they're used to playing with a physically dominant centre forward in Big Paul. So their defenders are going to be playing with people like Big Paul. So when Antonio comes along, they obviously
kind of
he's
used
got the
to
pace,
it.
but they're used
Yeah.
to it. That was the difference last time we had Bowen, and so it was ticky-tacky football, really. So it was a little more on the ground. So, Arthur's getting the ball
Mark
back.
Noble's just lost that really unnecessarily yet again, and they're on the break, and then they've got 4 players on the break. We are being really sloppy in our ball control. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. Mark Noble lost the ball there. Really
He's not
unnecessary.
awake, is he? He seems like he's
not
not
awake.
awake. No.
Good ball in, right on his head. Poor miss. Poor miss. Frank, Pat says it ain't hard.
Yeah.
I bet she ain't talking about football, mate.
That's what she said.
I'll tell you what, he
That's
should have done
what
better
she
with that, the Genk centre forward.
Yeah,
That
Big
cross
Paul
will
should
come
have. Big Paul should have done that. But that's what he was doing when they were doing the warm up at London Stadium. He didn't do any shooting. He was literally just crossing and heading. That's literally all he was doing for the warm up. When they tried to shoot, he couldn't shoot for anything. But he got every header in. Every header in.
Yeah.
Big Paul.
Corner ball to West Ham. Won by Ben Rama. Noble to take it. Get a good ball in there, Mark. Oh, bouncing around in the box. They got it away. Well, one back again, but given away. Cheaply given away by Lanzini there. Cheaply given away. And then they're on the break. They're on the break. It's player. Oh, that was. Oh, we are lucky. We are lucky. I'm actually surprised the player actually passed the ball. He was right on goal. He did the right thing, squared it off. Really, really, really bad miss.
Yeah, Pansel took the ball all the way down to the right side, and he passed it to number 7, Ito, who absolutely stuffed it in the box. Absolutely stuffed it.
Got away with that.
Buried it. Should have buried
it. Their
Got away
best
with that.
player.
Oh dear. West Ham
Very
United.
poor.
We literally. This is where you'd be like, oh, we need to get Noble on to get a hold of the game, and like Noble's on the pitch,
Yeah.
he's not getting a hold of
This
the game.
should be about 4 or 5-0.
They should
They
be
should
winning
be.
definitely 2-0 or 3-0 with that header as well.
I mean,
on
and that
Alachu.
chance there. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Ito's
Yeah,
their
they're
best
creating
player.
a lot of chances.
They are just going through us at will right now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're giving the ball away. We're not
And
good.
Ario's
That's a
not
foul.
kicking it
That's a
right.
foul.
You kick the ball straight out again. They're just there, and he's not happy.
We're not playing our game,
No,
are we?
Moisey
No.
looks absolutely like
he's
gonna.
raging.
Oh God, I would just start playing West Ham because you don't want to go in half time and see him.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly,
He's not
gonna
happy.
rip shreds into them.
Free kick to West Ham United.
Yeah. Off Ben Rama. Got by 33. The 33 for Genk.
Krc on the ball.
Dan makes a good point. Worst I've seen us. Yeah, I mean, the worst.
Oh, I've seen us play worse.
No,
but-
this season.
Oh, great save by the keeper. That was a good chance. Great save by the keeper.
Yeah.
Great ball in by Krc. That was Dawson. Dawson looking for another Euro goal. Very good ball. Very good header. And a very, very good save. Fingertips. Corner ball, West Ham.
Van der Voort. Van der Voort is the keeper.
Krc on the ball. Corner ball. Good ball in. Oh, low one. Goal kick.
Came off Dawson's shoulder, he looked like then.
Yeah, I was looking at replay of that. Yeah, it looked like it come off his shoulder.
Moyes is not happy at all.
Don't forget, you can make 5 changes in this. If he has to ring the changes
Yeah.
at half time,
Yeah. But we haven't got the bench isn't apart from Bowen,
well,
four
you've got
nails.
Bowen, Fornals,
Well, you've got
Souček,
For
the
now,
centre-back.
I don't think Noble's going to last this game. I think you'll
Yeah.
get Souček on.
Yeah.
No disrespect. I'm not picking out any players out, but there's 1 or 2 players that just don't seem up for this at the moment.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
afraid.
even then Ariola was a bit slow coming out, and with Dawson, and just not clicking. I agree, Joan. Ariola looks very nervous today.
I think he made that mistake, and now he's a bit like, oh,
Yeah.
he's thinking about it too much.
For those of you who don't know, Genk was called, I believe someone mentioned it before, was that their old club's name was it was someone said it was KFC something, and it was that's why Luke's put bloody Winter Slags. That's the translation of Genk's original name. Was the Winter Slags or something like that. KFC Winter Slags they were called. So Ito's down.
Again.
Yep, the number 7. Where's everyone? Where's everyone watching the game? I love to find out where people are watching the game. Where are you? Are you in Australia, America? You're Sofa in Dagenham. Let us know where you're watching the game. I always like to know where our viewers are watching it today.
You know, this stoppage might do us a favour.
Yeah. Indeed.
Right, come on, Jimmy boy. Come on, there he is. Look, give him the pressure. Watch. Bring that over, Dad. Come on. That's it. Right, Dad. What do you think?
Hey, the baker who speaks sense.
You hear that?
Good evening to the baker who speaks sense. Good evening, Jim.
Good evening, still.
I mean, mate, start making Anton speak in English, please, because he's getting really frustrating with his. I thought as a lad you'd make him, you'd make him learn English rather than speak Scottish.
Yeah, I did. I used to try and play back all these recordings on a tape recorder so that you could speak.
It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked, Jim.
No,
it hasn't worked.
I know.
Still, he's starting his own channel just like you.
Well done. I think it'll be better than your channel, Anton. There you go. How do you think we're doing, Jim? We seem to have started off slow.
No, yeah, we did. They're kind of playing the same way as they did at London Stadium, aren't they? They played well against us in the first half at the London Stadium. They're playing good. We just got to get back into the game, haven't we? Really, we just got to do something now to get back in. But
yeah,
a few set pieces coming on. If these set pieces work and Dawson and that gets up there with Antonio, hopefully we can get something from that. But that Ito, he's a brilliant player, isn't he? That Ito player.
Yeah, he's
from
decent.
Genk is
He's
good, isn't he?
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, but it's still early door. I mean, it's 25
Yeah, it's
minutes
only
in,
early.
and
Yeah.
you know, and if we settle ourselves down because we've kind of given the ball away an awful lot, and our 50-50s, we're losing them out on our 50-50s, and but
Yeah.
yeah, and like Russ said, we can make 5 changes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Saturday,
Mhm.
Saturday,
Yeah. I know.
So there's time yet. Good interplay there. Declan on the ball gets it out to who's that? Sufal. Knock it around. Build up some confidence. Would be good.
Would
Good
be
ball
lovely.
in. Oh, straight over. Lads, I'll be back.
Is there crackling? Can you hear crackling?
I can hear crackling. I don't know where it's coming from though.
I hope it's not these.
Hang on. I think I do. Hang on. Thought so.
Who is it?
Stato. Stato. I knew it'd be you. I knew
Do you
it'd
know
be
what?
you.
Do you know what it is, Stato? I don't know what. Okay. I think he's. I don't know what you're doing. You're chopping your vegetables on your table and stuff like that.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Listen, can I do a time check, lads, please?
Oh, I'm behind.
27:04.
26:43.
I'm on the same as Ross.
I'm the same as you as well, and it drives me insane that Still's ahead of me.
Well, I'm
Still
actually.
go with it, he said.
Good.
Yeah.
Want to go Still? Run away, son.
No, I'm going. I want to. It looks like Ito is off.
Yeah, looks like he's off.
I think we've
Yeah, he's
flattered
done.
him so many times.
He's gone.
I think that's a bit of a relief, to be honest with you.
It is, because he's
You
been
know,
playing
I
really
won't
well.
lie. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
But they're making
Right,
a
lads.
change.
I need to eat and I need to do stuff. So I'll be back later.
Bye. Let him go. Let him go. Yeah, it looks like
Still
gone, ain't he?
prepares his content for his own brand new channel he's launching.
He looked like he's off, doesn't he? Like I say, it looks like he doesn't want to go, but it doesn't look like he's going to have a choice.
no. West Ham playing the ball around in the just outside the Genk box. Little 1-2s, 1-2s. Declan's got the ball, cuts it inside to Ben Rama. As a shot, gets blocked.
That was unlucky. There's at least a bit more creative.
Offside anyway.
I'm not sure about that being offside.
Well, that's what the linesman said.
The guy was in front of him. The guy that was in front of him that blocked it.
Ito is back on.
He's come back on for now. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, even then, he straight away he just bent over. He didn't look happy. I'll tell you, it was tight. It could have been offside. It was definitely close. It was closer than I thought it was the first time.
Ito has glass knees. Apparently so.
He's playing on at the moment. At least.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, well, you have to clap him a couple more times.
You should get.
He obviously hasn't had the message yet.
Come on, you Irons. Come on, West Ham.
Stoppages probably help us more than it helps them, to be honest.
Yeah,
the breaks in
definitely.
play.
Decker again goes on at number 42.
Jeez.
Torchweg.
He needs to calm down. He's already booked, right?
Oh, his dad's a Spurs, did he? Spurs.
He didn't actually touch him, did he?
Well, it don't matter. His dad's a Spurs legend, so isn't it? So.
Yeah.
You're watching the mighty Torquay, bottom queuing champion. Good luck to you, son. Good luck to you. Enjoy. The Genk goalkeeper plays it out.
Yeah, they're playing the world playing it round the back at the moment.
Yeah, back
Genk
to the
got
goal.
ball down the right hand side, driving
Oh,
forward.
goalkeeper slips.
Oh,
You're a little bit ahead.
there's nothing going on. They're literally just passing it around the back at the moment.
Yeah.
We're starting to play a little bit of a high press. I seen Moyes was kind of stressing that fact. Get further up the field, we are, but the intensity's dropped again from us.
Yeah, it does. It has. It's dropped. It's dropped. Like always, like he does at every game. there's this lull period at the moment. They're playing it across the back.
We're kind of happy to let them do it. It looks
Yeah.
like
chopping it up to Big Paul. Foul by Big Paul.
No, that was
Lads,
silly.
we'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
It's a bit naive.
Bit naive, yeah.
You're better off
Yeah.
letting just Diop do something with it because you probably wouldn't have got anything out of it. Probably just gone for a goal kick, but sorry, now again from the goalkeeper. Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Here's Ariola. Is he going to kick it he's going to kick it into the field or kick it off like he has done so far? It seems.
We got big Lanzini up front to head it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, Lanzini. That's exactly what you need to. Benny's taking it over the defender, chopped it into midfield, and it's been cleared again by Genk. All too easy for Genk at the moment. Ito's still there, still nicking about, still flicking. Oh, big Paul now.
I'll tell you what, I said it might do us better, but I don't think it really has, actually. I think
they've put their tails are up. Yeah, their tails are up. That's for sure. Big Paul did a no-look pass just then.
Trying to show off to Moyes. I can do the passing.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
No footing. Yeah, I would have thought that I'm showing that bit of Ben Rama's skill again.
Yeah, it was nice. They're all flicks coming
pulling out the flicks and tricks from both teams, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's poor Noble.
Save by Ariola.
Good save.
A shot from outside the box. Wasn't really.
Shipped down the line from Soufal and straight back again. Look, we cannot get a hold of the ball.
We just can't get a hold of this ball. Shot by number 8.
Broke him again. Yeah, and he's dragged it wide.
Wide. West Ham goal kick. I'm at work in Canada, but I'll watch the highlights later. But I still think 2-1 West Ham, very good. What we got here? Where is Lanzini exactly?
He's in there somewhere.
I've heard he is playing.
He's in there somewhere.
He is playing. Yeah, he's playing somewhere. But yeah, ball's held up by Antonio, and the ref's given a foul. Okay, fair enough.
Against Antonio.
Yes, interesting.
What was it for? Handball, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't think I could assume it'd be for.
Yeah, because it was like he was
like he thinks that he's going to, instead of it hit him in like the rib, it hit his arm.
Maybe, possibly. Dawson's got the ball, lays off to Declan Rice in the middle of the park.
He hasn't really been on the ball much this game.
No, he hasn't. The dynamic changes when it's him and Rice, him and Noble rather than him and Souček. Back to Ariola again. They're pressing a bit high as well.
They're pressing high. As soon as we get on the ball, they're pressing us.
Yeah,
and we're giving the ball away, and then they're just playing again. Slip from Dawson. He's just pumped it. Right? There's nothing in that.
No, just punt it up the road, and that's the trouble with Antonio plays. The easy ball is just a punt down the wing. That's what frustrates me.
They just come forward again.
Yeah, and then they get the ball. But yeah. Douglas is heading into work in Idaho. Have a good day. We're trying the high press poorly. We've been playing counter attack or deep possession. I don't think we know what we're doing, to be honest. I don't know
what we're doing. We're not doing anything at the moment.
Watching the game from Fuerteventura. BT's gone down on me, so need your good commentary. Well, you've picked the wrong fucking channel for that. Anyway, what's everyone had for dinner? No. Our midfield is non-existent. I agree. Needs to come in more.
Midfield's non-existent. I think the team's non-existent.
In
fairness, the only one that looks like he's turned up so far is Ariola, and he didn't turn up for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
He made that mistake, but since then, Lanzini in the middle of the park. He's just been balled back. That's just
yeah.
I mean, that is technically a booking. The way he's got past him, and he's literally put his arm around his neck and pulled him back.
Yep, Lanzini got fouled, so we know he's definitely playing.
No booking. Creswell into Lanzini. Lanzini wide to Masuaku. He's not really been in the game either.
Nope.
Then again, no one attacking wise as Creswell's gone back to Diop. Diop switches it out to Noble in the middle of the park. Noble back to Diop. Diop just lays it off to Lanzini, who drops deep. Lanzini's laid it back into Diop.
Nice little touch by Antonio.
Flicks it off to Masuaku, plays it to Rice. It goes back to Lanzini. Lanzini back into Rice.
Oh, Antonio gives the ball away. Sloppy.
Oh, that's an awful pass. Awful pass from Antonio.
And Diop.
And then Diop's now in the book as well.
No, I don't know. It wasn't a foul.
No, they're saying the player dived. Are West Ham going to put this out of play now?
No. That really winds me up.
Creswell's
maybe if I was the other way
play.
around, I'd be. It looks like he's got a nice. Look, he's rubbing his leg. He's hurt his leg.
Was he a dead leg?
Looked like it. Let's have a look. Well, I think Diop got enough of the ball there, to be honest. But I think they clashed legs. And it looks cold. It looks cold out there. So.
And the old dead leg.
The old dead leg. Thigh. Although I did see a shot.
Yeah, dead leg. I must admit, I don't think the 20 rolls was quite necessary.
No. I did see they did a bit of the crowd, and a couple of West Ham fans had their shirts off. Fair play to them, because it's probably freezing.
Really?
Yeah.
You've got no. I'm talking about the West Ham fans. Sorry, I'm just watching the fact that they've got the medical guy on stretching his leg out. They've got the magic spray out for a dead leg. He's just been kneading a thigh. That's all it is. Like,
yeah, but it was at pace. I'll give him that one, Matt. It was at pace.
Yeah, but you don't need two medical. He's like stretching his leg out as well. It's not like it's a muscle injury, is it? It's just an impact. I've got kneed in the thigh. Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Luke, I think you're going to be peeved. I think you're going to be peeved as Vlasic has got concussion, so he's not in the squad.
Yeah, you ain't seeing Vlasic anytime.
You're not going to see that for at least 4 days. The team is still shopping duty free at the airport. Seems like it, Frankie boy. Seems like it. Can't blame them.
I mean, I don't know where he got it. You can't play for 10 days. I think it's something like that.
I know that's rugby, isn't it? I don't know if it's the same with football.
I think it normally is something like that.
Possibly. No, there is a concussion period, isn't there? That have to be reassessed.
Genk play the ball back to Diop, who plays it straight into Noble. The guy Pansel's back on, absolutely fine.
Miracle spray, that's what did it.
Noble just lays it off. Was that to Rice? Plays it to Dawson into Diop, out wide to Creswell.
Thinks the genie's going to appear.
Back inside to Diop, across to Dawson, plays it out to Soufal. Soufal all the way across back to Diop, who plays it into Lanzini, who's dropped deep. Lanzini turns, looks up, clever pass into Noble, just lays it back to Diop. West Ham getting some touches on the ball, but they are
touches, but we ain't
very
moved.
high
we ain't
pressing.
Moved though, but have we? We haven't moved outside the half.
We've actually gone backwards.
We've had the ball.
They
for
are
10,
really on the front for the high press.
Yeah,
and we actually aren't passing through it or around it or anything.
No.
Dawson tries to play a long ball.
Benrahma's got the ball
Antonio
in the midfield.
Gives it away. Oh, brilliant touch from
Nice
Benrahma.
ball out to Antonio. Antonio takes it inside. Absolutely spoons his shot.
Closed down.
Spoons
tried to use a left footer and he just smashed it against the defender. So
yeah,
nothing came of that.
Smash it. He scuffed it.
He was trying to place it, wasn't he? And
yeah,
he knew the option was on. I don't know if he was trying to hope for deflection or something like.
But then he was doing the same position and absolute twat into the bottom corner. You know, that's
Rice,
the trouble.
Clever header into Noble. Noble wide to Masuaku. Masuaku had his pocket picked again. He's now closing down. He's giving away the throw-in, but it was a good tackle.
Yeah. He hasn't had any of the ball yet, Masuaku. Mark Noble slides in, completely misses the ball, and the man.
Luckily. He got sent for a hot dog there, Noble.
Sent for an hot dog. Sent for a waffle. Really, we're in Belgium.
Yeah.
Or some frites.
Sent for a crepe.
A crepe, yeah. Or some frites with mayonnaise. Right, come on, West Ham.
Rice in the middle of the park. Again, no options. He's gone back to Diop. Again, there's just no clever pass into Masuaku.
But it's out for a West Ham corner. Must have throw. Must take a deflection there.
Tried to absolutely ping it into Noble. Took a deflection off the midfielder and went out for a throw-in.
Exactly.
Throwing down their half. This is probably the longest spell we've had in the ball.
Yeah.
In the game. And we haven't done anything with it at all. We've just been passing backwards and sideways.
Yeah, but as long as they've got the ball, we've got the ball. They can't score. So there we go.
Well, at least we're not chasing shadows for a bit, which is what we've been doing for a lot of the game.
Yeah.
Noble goes all the way back to Areola, who pings it forward, looking for
loses the ball because we pinged it out on a
into the
ball.
into the Genk centre back to the goalkeeper. He's going to look to play it forward. We put a teeniest bit of pressure on. He pings it long.
You want
Straight
to
back
get
to
on that
Dawson, who brings
goalkeeper
it down
because
on his chest.
that goalkeeper's already stacked it once. You want to get on him.
Laid it wide to Creswell. Creswell into Noble. Noble's telling him to go backwards. Creswell really doesn't want to go backwards, but in the end accepts that he has to. Back to Diop. And from winning it on the halfway line, we're now on the edge of our own goal again.
I don't get it.
Dawson, back to Diop. Diop into Lanzini. Back to Diop. Diop to Creswell. Sorry, that's Noble. Noble.
Benrahma.
Benrahma's dropped to like left back now, and then he's just turned to give him the ball away.
Just to get the ball. Right, come on. That's it. Oh, I should have got that. Capitalise on that.
Benrahma. Oh, that was unlucky.
Antonio's got the ball. He's got to know. He's been challenged.
Lanzini's nicked it. Oh, that was a brilliant tackle. West Ham finally nicked a ball there in a good position. Out wide, West Ham working it. Rice down at the corner flag, looking to try and get a cross in. We finally progress into the final third. He has to go backwards to Soufal.
Fred makes a good point. Genk are the second best team in this group. They come out blazing. That's their top level. We're not out of first gear yet. It's very true.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot more gears to go.
Out of first gear. That's
good
the problem.
Point, Fred.
Benrahma's come short in the middle. Lays it off back to Dawson. Dawson wide to Soufal. Soufal back to Dawson. Dawson to Lanzini. Lanzini to Diop.
Nice ball down the wing to Masuaku, who's going to cross it in. He's laid on the floor to no one. Oh, Benrahma.
What a save.
Benrahma. What a save.
Should have done better, Benrahma.
Yeah, Benrahma should have got that. Ball went straight across the box. And Benrahma was there. And here they come. Pansel is on the counter attack. Oh, geez. That another save by Areola.
Another save from Areola, yeah.
Dear.
Don't think he expected to be this busy in this half.
I don't think anyone expects to be this busy, to be honest.
Another comfortable save.
So, yeah, from end to end, Masuaku, put it on a plate.
Put the
really,
right pass
Benrahma.
out, but Antonio was very static. Benrahma made a running behind him, got a toe on it, and just couldn't do enough.
Yep, corner to
trickle it past the goalkeeper.
Dan thinks Noble has to come off half time. I totally agree. Just not with the races today. We should have scored. Both teams should have scored. Areola punches the ball out very unconvincingly. And now
a bit distance on it.
And then Antonio's running out the ball, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Somehow Soufal's still got the ball. I don't know how, but he's running. He keeps running. He's going to run that ball straight out. He's giving away a foul.
It's very harsh, I would say.
Yeah, I think he was going to go out for a goal kick anyway, probably.
You know what? I mean, he was actually putting the brakes on, in fairness to him. It wasn't exactly like he actually took him out.
Yeah. Benrahma. If he'd put it back, if he'd laid that ball back where the keeper had just been, that would have been a goal.
He literally, it's just one of the ones. He put it in the exact spot where the keeper had thrown the foot out.
Luke said, anyone know where I can get a barn door delivered to East London asking for a friend? Oh, dear. Couldn't hit a banjo. Is it a banjo with a barn door? Or couldn't hit a barn door?
Just couldn't hit a barn door.
Just couldn't hit a barn door. West Ham got the ball. It's laid off to Benrahma. Benrahma, play up. Back to Antonio. Antonio's in the box. Is that a goal? No, he's kicked off the line.
Oh!
Kicked off the line. It was very, very sloppy. We somehow again just managed to walk into the area. Benrahma laid it off to Antonio, shot, and the goalkeeper got enough on it, and Deck didn't get there quick enough
to follow it over the line.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been a goal for sure.
Keeper just got enough to slow it down. Defender just gets in front of Rice to clear it off the line. Yeah.
Masuaku, we've got a little bit of pressure now. We've only got obviously 45 minutes now. Antonio falls over again. That's a surprise.
But the thing is, right, you have put a bit of pressure on now, but I would argue, they're big Paul's falling over as well. It's probably too little too late in this half, no offence.
3 minutes of injury time to be played, a minimum of 3 minutes to be played.
It's the last 5 minutes we started getting a hold of the ball. Passing it about.
It's almost like they don't want to be shouted at.
I kind of don't want to talk too soon, but I kind of feel like I don't want this have to end right now.
Yeah. Again, it was a close one there. Offside, though. Offside for West Ham.
Goal line technology got involved. I don't think it needed to get involved, did it?
No,
it was never close to going over the line.
No, I didn't need to
you
get
could see,
involved
it
at all.
wasn't even like none of it was actually over the line. None of the balls. You didn't need to show that angle. None of the ball was over the line.
No, but when it's used, they have to show it, don't they? So, come on, nice shot of the West Ham fans, all having a good old sing song. They're still on a European
was tired
tour.
in the bottom corner. He's probably been up all day.
Probably adds.
There was one guy right in the bottom corner was going. So he's had a long day. He was on that 6 o'clock Eurostar this morning.
The Eurostar, the 6 o'clock one, yeah, I know. Foul throw again. People just don't do throws properly. It's my biggest bugbear.
I said that. I was like, we don't have not just taking it properly. We don't have an actual routine for taking them.
Put the ball behind your head with both feet on the floor behind the line. It's not hard. So Genk still playing with the ball. West Ham got the ball back. Declan in the halfway line.
It just
clipped it into to Ben Rama.
Clever
little
pass.
clip into Antonio. Little clip into the box for no one there. Soufal has kept it going.
Back post.
West Ham won the ball back, but they've given it away again. It's number 7 who's still somehow playing. Lays out to Munoz. And they're playing it across the back now. Genk are just passing it across the back. Trying to see out the game.
Yeah, they're going to see out the half. We had that.
Yeah.
We had 2 close chances there at the end of the first half, but now they're like, oh no, let's get to half time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go in one up. Let's go in one up.
And I think they're about to get absolutely ratted out by Moyes at half time.
Yeah. Moyes
will not be happy in the slightest.
Yeah, exactly. They need the Moyes hairdryer treatment at half time. Stuart Pearce, Kevin Nolan. Good luck. Good luck, you lot. He looks fuming. They've just shown David Moyes. He looks absolutely fuming. He's ready for a row at half time. This team are going to come out second half like champions. They're going to be absolutely on it like Sonic second half.
Will you make any changes at half time?
Yes. And it's half time. So half time, 1-0 to Genk. And I wouldn't want to be any West Ham player walking into that dressing room now. Not one of them. Because they're going to get absolutely torn a new one. And rightly so, I think. Rightly so. They've really they just come up, just been very, very poor until the last 5 minutes. Here we go, Jim. Give us your analysis. There we go, Big Jim. Analysis of the first half. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. You all right? Yeah. Oh, I think they started to. I think they played well in the beginning against us, didn't they, guys? I think they played really well, and then but back end, they were coming back into the game. What do we think? I think we started to play well at the end there.
I think I think they. To be honest, I think they were. I think the first 20 minutes they came out of the blocks, and I think they maybe even tired a little bit towards the end, and then we sort of took advantage a little bit of that. But we just don't seem to be at the races. I mean, I'm all for obviously playing different players, but Noble and Declan they've played together for for weeks, and they haven't. So
no, I know. Yeah,
we can't expect. It doesn't matter how good a player he is. I think there'll be. I think Souček will come on. For Noble, I think he is. I think Masuaku hasn't really got into the game at all.
No, he's struggled a bit there. Yeah,
yeah. So again, he hasn't played. So it's difficult.
Yeah, I suppose he's got to rotate, hasn't he? Really, hasn't he, guys? He's got to rotate the squad around with the games we've got. But I don't know.
It is. It's just frustrating because I think we've got a lot of optimism around the place, and it was we need a good second half to get us going for Liverpool.
We do, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know we do.
Not necessarily for this, obviously it's great. If we come away with a draw, it's not, even if we lose, it's not going to be a major thing. But it's the performance ready for Sunday as well, because a lot of this team are going to be playing on Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah. Let's see. Let's take a few comments, not rude ones. West Ham will score. Yeah, I totally agree. I said we needed someone with pace to pick up Ito. We're paying for that. We did. I think they've tried their best to hobble him off, but he hasn't come off yet. He's got Arthur Matt playing up front left. Yeah, indeed. If it was Arsenal, we'd be 2 or 3 up. Okay, thank you for Arsenal for life. I totally agree. Where are you? You're not in Europe this year. I forgot. Sorry. Still must. There's not going to be many opportunities I can do that, is there? So still must be on to 10,000 words about Masuaku. Oh yeah, we look forward to that. Look forward to Stel's views about Masuaku. Get Lanzini and Noble off. Yeah, I think Lanzini's been non-existent this half.
No, it's not there. He's not in the games at the moment, is he?
It's funny. Sometimes Nobes comes on and sometimes Noble plays a game and you're like, where is this Mark Noble? Where's this bit Mark Noble been? But this game is just not with it.
No, no.
Kevin made a good point.
It's like a bit of a hangover, isn't it, from the first game?
Exactly.
A little bit of a hangover, yeah. Mm.
Totally. I mean, he says Genk need the 3 points.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe we thought we were going to be. No. Maybe we thought we were going to be, just waltzing this a little bit tonight, but it's not proving so. They were good at the London Stadium, weren't they? They played well against us there.
They were.
They played some nice football. So
the score flattered us a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they scored first, didn't they? They got the ball back of the net. We didn't score to the 45th minute, really. And then they sort of tied a little bit. Yeah. I mean, they look like a team that need the win. We look like a team that's I hate the expression on the beach, but we look.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. As if we're like, we're there. We're there, so we don't really have to do much about it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Sleeping in the deck chair a bit.
Yeah. Tyler says, what shocking half. I agree. We've given the ball away a lot. I know we gave the ball away a lot against Villa, but we just seem to be giving the ball away far too much today. Far too much. Moyes is going to be fuming. He certainly is. I would not want to be in that dressing room. It's been disappointing so far. How many subs? 5 subs today. So that's so don't get confused.
So you can change it quite a lot.
Yeah. So don't get confused, like I always do, when he brings on 3 subs. And you're thinking he's risking that in about 60 minutes.
Got 5.
He's got 5. Poor first half, but the lads can do it in the next half. Someone made a really good point saying, this is Genk's. It's almost like this is Genk's, like they're in 5th gear, and we're not out of 1st. Really, we've got a lot more gears. We can, but it's getting that going. We've got a lot more places we can go to. Ben Rama has been the best player so far. Yeah, fair enough. Are you staring in the bar? I've put your video. You are starring in the bar. Oh, in the bar. We're in a bar. Vegeta's bar. Welcome. Buy more beer from Vegeta. All people look. There we go. Very good. Arsenal troll. All welcome. If anyone can come and troll us, we troll them anyway. Antonio. Yeah, it's just not Antonio's game so far, is it? He hasn't seemed the race.
It's not been anyone's game.
Not really. No. Not tonight. No.
Saying that, he could have scored off the line. So
that was close. No, that wasn't it? It was really close, that one.
Unfortunately, Deck's not an attacker, so he didn't follow it in.
No, I know. I know he was close though, but not close enough for that. No, but
not close enough.
No, I think I think if Moyes gives them a bit of a talking to there half time, get out and get us moving a bit. Subs? I don't know. I don't know what you think. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he'll do that, will he? I don't know. He might. You said Souček. Do you think Souček? Yeah.
I think it's very unmoisy.
I don't think this 4-3-3 thing's working at all.
No.
Sticking Lanzini out on the left hand side of a midfield 3 is just
he looks
not getting the best out of anyone.
No.
I think it's a very unmoisy thing to do subs at half time. I remember once.
But I haven't seen him that angry in a long time.
Nah, but there was once last season.
No.
Was it the Villa game last season or something like that? He brought on a couple of subs at half time. Very unusual for him to do that. So I think he'll give it 10 minutes and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But
I suppose he's got the luxury of having 5 to pick from, so he might as well give it, as you say, give him about 5 or 10 minutes, bring someone on. Yeah,
there's enough quality in the team to get a result here. No worries at all. Just noticed that Carlton Cole and Joe Cole at the BT Studios, the Cole brothers are in, like the West Ham version of twins. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, but they both have their poppies on the wrong way.
They do, yeah.
The flowers got the thing was put in at 11. Sorry, sorry. What we got? I think West Ham will. I'm 100% that West Ham will score. That's good to know, Alex. I'm glad to see. Kelly goes, "Hi, Dad."
Oh, Kelly, hi, Kel.
Yes.
The family are watching.
Exactly. Well, we need the subscribers.
Yeah, I know.
We've got it 10,000. We got it somewhere. Frank, who's that BT? That BT presenter? She's a sort. I'll take her to Nando's anytime and leave Pat at home and do the dishes. Well, she wouldn't need to. If you're taking her to Nando's, she wouldn't be doing the dishes. But it doesn't matter. It's a takeaway anyway. Genk couldn't really have missed chances at the end. Plus, Moyes looked at lost for words towards the end of the first half. He did. He looked like he was.
He was like, "What is this performance?" Like,
yeah,
I didn't bring you up to do this sort of performance.
No,
exactly.
No.
Right, Stato, I'm going to have to drop off because I need a wee. But I'll leave you to take the reins.
So let's.
What do you
just
think,
go
mate?
through some of the chances right now, and you just think,
we
could honestly have been. Bearing the fact we had, I think we had a good header from Dawson early on from the set piece.
It was, yeah.
And we had the 2 chances near the end. One from Ben Rama when he just got a toe on it from a Masuaku cross, and then that Tono chance. But they could have been 4 or 5 up way before that. I mean, the first 20, 30 minutes, they were just tearing us apart.
Yeah, I think
Areola made the mistake for the goal, but then he had some really good saves afterwards to keep us in it.
I don't know. I know.
I don't think he'll make changes, but I don't think he'll give him long before he makes any. I think you may give him 10, 15 minutes, see if they can get themselves out of the hole.
Yeah. I think, Matt, that if we are looking at it from the point of view that we're through anyway, why not then chuck a couple of boys on and give it a shot? I know. I mean, Moyes wants to win tonight.
That would secure it, but that's the thing. You need to get that win. This is the thing. We're playing this game like we've already got that win. It's like, no, you haven't. You need to actually go
that's
and
what
get
I feel. Yeah, I know. We've got to get move it a bit more.
There is
something really kind of, I don't know, stale a little bit tonight, isn't it? It's just not what we've been used to watching for the last few games, is it?
The very West Ham performance.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, totally right. Yeah, I know.
But with I mean, if the result stays the same, that only puts Genk 3 points behind us.
I know.
And then you've got Rapid Vienna and Zagreb to play tonight, and if one of them wins, then that'll leave one probably dead buried on 3 points, and the other 2 behind us. So Moyes will definitely be getting at half time. I mean, look.
Oh yeah.
On the grand scheme of things, I think I was speaking to my dad after the last game that we only needed 4 points from the last 3 games. And that guarantees you top spot regardless. So a point isn't a bad result today. Obviously, Moyes would want the win, especially as his style game. But
that's what I was thinking, He's going to be up for that tonight, isn't he?
He's going to want it. He's definitely going to be getting into it at half time.
Yeah. We'll see when they come out.
A point wouldn't be bad, but at the moment, we don't deserve it, I'll be honest.
No, I know. It seems reminiscent of that other game, because they were playing well then. Hito was making some good moves, and he's doing it again tonight. I thought he was.
I think we didn't get lucky the first game. But
I don't think he got
the momentum. It was the goals came at critical points.
Yeah,
we got the goal right on half time. That sort of took the stuffing out of them, and then run right at the start of the second half, and that basically killed the game. Yeah, and then obviously we're in the third one straight away. Nicky in the second and going right down and getting the third. But we just don't seem. Feel like we've got the energy. in the final third.
Yeah, I think that's the word, energy. We're lacking energy tonight, for sure.
They've taken the legs of Fornals and Bowen and tried to give them a rest.
Yeah,
and the other guys aren't.
It's
having
not
the same
worked at the minute.
No.
No.
Will he have to bring them both off the bench?
Well, maybe. Yeah. Could. But I think that's the word, energy. And I think he'd be stressing that a little bit more of that in the second half to get us.
But I've tried to rest the good guys, the guys for the weekend, so make sure they've got the energy for the weekend. But I might have to bring them on.
Do you think he's focusing a little bit too much on the Liverpool game, or? I mean, there was a bit.
That team still should be good enough.
Yeah, should have been. Yeah, we should be doing better than we're doing. I agree.
I mean, Soufal and Creswell were arguably the starting fullbacks.
Yeah.
Dawson Diop had done well until this point. Declan Rice is still in there.
Yeah, he is, and Antonio as well. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You should say that probably should be enough, but we just haven't been at it.
No, we're not at the races at the minute. Let's keep fingers crossed for the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, I'm looking at possession. It says we've had more possession. We've only had 2 shots less. We've had the same amount of shots on target. We've had more corners.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't feel like that sort of game though.
No, I agree with you. No, not when you put that stat up like that to say we've had the possession, but it doesn't. It's not. Yeah, it brings
we've just edged like 53 to 47. So we just edged. Yeah. I felt like for me, like a lot of the time we didn't have the ball.
No.
It only felt for me like we only really got onto the ball in the last 5 minutes of the half. But this says no. You had your fair share of possession.
Yeah, it didn't look like that though, Matt. Did it? Just didn't look like that. To be fair, the last say 10 minutes there, yes, we were back at looking a little bit more, but we've got to sustain that, keep that going now for the.
Well, it really was like the worst time for the half-time whistle to come for us.
Yeah, I know it was. I know that's what Anthony was
just
saying.
Just with momentum.
Yeah,
just with the momentum
about
going.
Doing something. Yeah, and then bang, the whistle went, and that was us. Still, he might give him that little pep talk that's needed for his 1000th game, and does he get the celebrations in tonight? And that's what we need.
He's got to get up and at him. I said that a point, in all honesty, wouldn't be a bad result.
No,
because we only need 4 points from 3 games. So a point away from home would be a good result. As I said, it seems we've rotated a bit. We've rotated some of the players, but something's not clicking. And I think I said in the Man City game that some of the guys that were like peripheral players played well and were playing their way in. But I would say right now, no one's playing their way into a starting position right now. Like,
no,
even the guys that are starting, like everyone's made some sort of mistake. No one's been at it. We are just about to kick off.
Yeah,
the ref's checking his watch.
I'll come back on now.
And the second half is underway.
Is it underway? Oh yeah.
Genk playing this half from right to left.
See you later, Matt.
Cheers, Jim. Vanuatu, 30 yards out, lays it back to the mid. I don't know, that's in midfield. Wide to the fullback for Genk, plays it inside. It's a clever step over by Ito. I think it's Ito on the ball again. Jinx inside Masuaku and Rice. But then overruns the ball. Rice brings it away for West Ham. Over the halfway line, striding down the pitch like some of these runs we've seen recently. Or just overruns it at the last second and Genk retain possession. Right down in the fullback position. Couple players getting each other's way. But Genk really holding on. Masuaku charges down the clearance, but the ricochet falls into the hands of the goalkeeper. Genk bring the ball forward, a couple of clever passes up to the halfway line. West Ham very passive in defence here, just holding off, dropping back.
What minutes are you on, Matt?
I'm on 46, 31, 32. You're probably about 30 seconds in front of me, I think.
I'm marginally ahead, about 10 seconds ahead.
That's all right. You can take over commentary then.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
So, West Ham got the ball out from a goal kick. pumped in. This is what I don't like. Just pumped straight to Antonio, but he's got it. He's kept hold of it. It's gone out wide to Masuaku. Don't lose the ball. Left, left, left. Good overlap by Creswell. Good ball in. Good ball. Oh! Went straight over Antonio's head, but kept alive, but blocked. Dawson, Noble, nice little flick. No, unlucky. Creswell got the ball in and went just over Antonio's head. What's Dawson doing there? Dawson was in the 18-yard box. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. That was Sufal.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I got confused for a minute. Free kick to West Ham. Ben Rama brought down. Yeah.
One comment I did notice a few people on Twitter at half time. It's an interesting point. Why is Noble taking all the set pieces?
Hierarchy.
One, he's
seniority.
not very good at them.
Yeah, he's not very good at them. Anyway, he's on the ball now. Ball in. Ben Rama. Oh, he slipped. What a shame. Came out. Cleared by Genk. Diop. Header out. Ben Rama is injured. Ben Rama's hobbling.
Genk I see that slip.
Yeah. When he went to take the shot and he missed his foot in a twisted ankle. Yeah, he's still holding on. Yeah, he's not. He's going to try and run it off, but that doesn't, he's limping.
But again, like, why is Noble on the set pieces?
Noble, there'll be changes here around about the 60-minute mark. We're on 49 minutes now. Still 1-0. And bit more even start of the second half, but slipped right through. Masuaku on the ball. Well, that was Ben Rama, so it looks like he's run it off, whatever that was.
Maybe that was just a save face still. I'm injured.
I don't know, mate. He looked like he was limping bad there. Noble, 1-2 with Antonio. Ben Rama, dinked into Lanzini. He hasn't really got much into the game, Lanzini, today.
He hasn't, no.
Good challenge. Good challenge. That was a fair challenge. Ben Rama on it. That was a fair challenge by Diop. Ben Rama on the ball. Overlap by Masuaku. Ball in. No one attacking the ball. Good ball in by Masuaku. Noble keeping it alive. They're looking for the player and no one's back to Diop. They're being moved back. Dawson. Well played, West Ham. Kept hold of the ball. Antonio. Don't try and beat too. Oh, nice play, Antonio. Ben Rama. Nice play by Ben Rama. We're taking it well. We've come alive. We did start coming alive in the end of the first half, mate. But finally, we're beginning to control this game. Am I speaking too soon?
Well, it definitely looks like Moyes had that rollicking at half time.
Oh, I bet he did. Oh, unlucky. Creswell laid it into Antonio. Antonio went to lay it back in. Creswell running on it. Just got blocked at the last moment. Masuaku's won it back. Play on. Get it over, Krc. Too late. You should have crossed it when you could. Masuaku, giving the ball away. Oh, fuck me. That was too easy. Our passing has been sloppy. That was a foul. Oh, no. That was Ben Rama in the box. Good block. Our passing has been really sloppy tonight. We're not being sharp.
It was, you know what? I know I'd done the ratings and stuff. I think I made a comment about it. It said that, our passing wasn't particularly great against Villa. And I think Moyes said it.
No, it weren't. Yeah, it weren't.
So it's not like this is, it's a recent thing, and it came in the last game that we didn't just, I don't know, lacked a bit of something, but
we got away with it at the weekend though. But at the moment, we're not getting away with it here.
We are getting away with it. We could, as I said to half time, we could have been 3 or 4 down at half time.
Yeah.
We had two chances near the end of the half, but we could have been 3 or 4 down by that point. The chances they had in the first 20 minutes.
True. Good evening to you, Ashley. I hope you're well. Daniela, 3 draws in our next 3 games means we're top of the league. True, but
I said at half time a point wouldn't be bad. I think we need 4 points. I think to guarantee top. So a point here wouldn't be awful.
It wouldn't be a disaster, but we need to get that at the moment. Good evening, Alex. A draw should be okay, although we should go for the win.
Yeah,
for the win. Sorry. So Ben Rama's on the ball. He's only got 2 options. Antonio, that is effing poor. Effing poor. Really, really, really poor. Didn't look up yet again. Tried the shot. Feeble, weak shot. That was just poor. Lost possession. Genk on the break again. Oh, number 7. He's running right through us.
Ito, yeah, he does look.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Lucky. Couldn't keep it in. Stuart, I believe a point means we qualify. No, we need 3 points to win the group. We should do it, no problem, despite what happens here tonight. The only problem is the longer it takes, the more it means that... that
was poor from Dion. I see that from Ito running around him.
Yeah.
That was even worse than modern action.
Defenders are not having a good one. No one's having a good game tonight, are they?
No. I said, you know what? In fairness, I think the only one that's had a good game, he didn't have a good game at the start, is Areola. I thought
after the bad start, yeah.
He started very shakily, but we're only in it right now because he made some really good saves.
Alex, you have to win the group in the Europa League now, or you go into a playoff. I think
you don't want to finish second. Yeah,
but we are making it very hard work. Very.
You say that. I said if we lose this game today, they're only 3 points behind us with 2 games to play, and if someone else wins in the other game, that means there's 2 teams on 6 points.
Ben Rama. Oh, come on, ref. Get the cut. That's a definite booking there. Well done, ref. That was without Ben Rama's causing them problems, and now they're pulling him back. It was the right decision. Thorsved's been booked. Rightly so, though. Yeah, pulled him back, not once.
Is he the captain?
Yeah.
He done that in the first half and got away with it.
Got away. Oh, he's not the captain. He hasn't got the captain's armband.
Oh, because I say the captain done the same thing in the first half to Lanzini. Literally put his arm around his neck and just pulled him down. And he didn't get booked for it. And I was like, that's a booking. No, he didn't get it. But at least he's got the booking out this time.
Great save by the keeper. Great punch out. Noble again. We're 55 minutes in. We saw a screenshot of the bench looking at some details. Subs are going to be made.
Absolutely. Moyes like, I'll give you 10, 15 minutes to get us back in it. And if you can't do anything, I'll have to ring the changes. That was a good punch from the goalkeeper. I really commanded on that one.
Oh, lapse of confidence. Oh, Soufal, lapse of concentration. Gave the ball away again. Oh, nice play by Genk. Ball. Oh, dear, oh dear. We are riding our luck. West Ham United. We are riding our luck.
To put it lightly, yeah.
They're closing us down really well, Genk. Really, really closing us down well. Three subs coming on. Souček, Fornals and Bowen. And I reckon that will mean Masuaku, Noble and Benrahma maybe.
Or Lanzini.
Or Lanzini.
Yeah. Definitely Noble and probably definitely Masuaku. But the rest of it is up for grabs, I think. I said he'll ring the changes. He's not happy.
He's not happy at all. And as you said, he's given them enough time to try and pull it
They've
back.
given 10, 15 minutes. Haven't shown much. Yes, it's been improved, but it's still not good enough. We haven't really tested the goalkeeper.
Here comes the cavalry. Who's coming off though? Souček, Antonio off. Interesting.
Ooh. That's big.
Interesting. Okay. He needs him for Sunday. He needs him for Sunday.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah.
Bono will add more pace. That's for sure. Noble, there's no surprise there. He's not had the best of games, to be really honest.
No.
Souček on for Noble. And Masuaku. The only one I got wrong there was
Maybe Ben Rama or
Antonio.
Lanzini. Yeah.
That is all out attack. That is quite an attack-minded lineup now. Now we've got to do something with it. Bowen's gone up front. It looks like Ben Rama is in the middle with Lanzini on the right. Fornals on the left. Souček slots into his normal place in the middle with Declan. And already Declan is about 10 yards further forward than he was.
Also, it gives you a different option with Bowen making the run-in rather
Oh,
than
what a cut in there by Lanzini! Oh! What a goal! What a goal!
Come on, Benny.
Ben Rama! What a brilliant! Absolutely stunning goal. This is what we've been missing all game. What movement!
Bit of quality.
What passing! Brilliant! Absolutely dynamite! Absolutely brilliant. That started from the middle of the park. Benny started it off. What a cutting by Lanzini. Soufal in for Ben Rama. What a goal! Immediate impact, West Ham United. Immediate impact. Brilliant. We'll win this now. Yeah, right. Go away.
Injection of pace.
Seriously, what a goal. Eh? What movement. What movement. Absolute brilliant movement. Brilliant passing. Fantastic. Fantastic. No, cross hammer, it was great, mate, because we've been playing shit. And all of a sudden, we do that.
I mean,
in
the goal
that we're not in. But, you know, I think it was,
I just said to Dad, I was like, impact is, subs, fair play. But I think players like Fornals and Bowen just add another dynamic as well. And that just shows you, how much he wasn't. He wants to take this game serious. He wants to try his best to put this to bed tonight if he can.
Yeah.
Come on, West Ham.
Hang on.
Are they VAR?
Yeah, I was checking something.
They can't. There's two players behind Bowen.
Oh, VAR's checking something.
They can't be offside because there's two players there. It doesn't matter if it's
they think there might be infringement or
time,
something.
What time are you on still?
He's a bit in
I'm on
front of
60 minutes. Check over.
Yeah.
It's a goal. Get in, West Ham
I
United.
watched that when they pulled the replay from the side when they showed the side angle. That's what I looked at. Bowen was standing in front of the goalkeeper,
Right.
but there was two defenders between Bowen and the goalkeeper, so he can't be offside. Don't matter if he's standing in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anton, I'm on 60-43, mate.
You're about 15 seconds in front of me, but I don't really care.
Oh, no idea.
Seconds, that's
time in mine.
I know, mate, but the way we've been playing, you got to admit, I didn't think we had that in us tonight, to be honest. The movement was decent. Oh, we just missed another chance as well. We have woken up, West Ham United. We have
to ring
woken
the
up.
changes.
You know?
And Bowen gives him a different probability up front, doesn't he?
Bowen's got pace. Antonio's had a poor game again.
Well, to be fair, we've been playing into Antonio, haven't we? I think he plays better. Like we saw the game against Villa when he had Ben Rama and Bowen. Oh, good save! It was good save from goalkeeper. When they had them running off him, he gives him options. But when he had Masuaku running off him, he didn't really have Lanzini. They weren't making the runs that Bowen and Fornals make.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you said Ben Rama's come more alive, going back rather than playing on the right.
Ben Rama and Lanzini now, you'll see more of them now because they've got better players around them yet again. Well won back by Ben Rama out on the left side. West Ham are lost that again though. Won it, lost it. Oh, won it again. Ben Rama again. Referee! What was that? Oh, that looked a bit dodgy. Be careful, Declan. You're already on a card.
Yeah, he needs to be careful because he's made a couple of tackles since he
Made
went
a
on his
couple of
card.
challenges, isn't he? It's very true, Frank. You know, we did step up the gears, but it did take us some time. But good teams, even when you're not playing well. Pansil, Dawson's got to marshal him well. He's marshaled him out. Well done. Stay on him, Dawson. Don't. Genk have got the ball out wide to the right. Oop. Away it goes. Well done. Well done. Get it away, Dex. Get it away. Get it away. Get it away. You don't have to tippy-tappy there. Just boot the bloody ball out.
Not in this game right now. No.
Oh. We're in the set right. 3-on-2. 3-on-3 now. Benrahma. He's got Fornals out on the left. Oh, what were you doing there? What were Fornals? That was neither shot nor pass.
Caught him between two minds, wasn't he? But, you know, that was a big chance, really, considering where we were. You know, 2-on-2, 3-on-2, 3-on-3 sort of thing. Plays it right, plays the ball wide, and then he's tried to pick out Bowen, but he's not got the pass right at all, has he? Fornals.
No, he didn't get that pass right at all. Mandy, yeah, maybe. I think maybe if we nick another goal, you'll see Krc come on because I don't want Declan being sent off for this one.
No.
Brett, Benny, I love you. Dream team points, and we are back in the game. Sojek to come on and score. He's already on. An assist. Come on, you Irons. We're back in this. We're back in this now, and we're sort of a little bit more organised, bit more pressing. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to keep the ball in their half rather than our give them an opportunity. But having said that, they're on the ball now. Oh, who's changing the score? Have we changed it?
It is, yeah. It's been changed.
All right.
But yeah, you saw that immediate change and injection of pace when he made the subs. And, you know, he gave them 15 minutes. Couldn't be fairer than that.
Matt, what's the situation with the? Did we get to terms with what happens if West Ham win the group? We go through to the round of 16.
I don't know.
If you finish
last 16.
What happens if you finish second?
You go into the
playoff against
so you're
the
not
Champions
automatically.
League
So
team.
you've got to do it Champions League team. So this avoids. That's right. Right. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to win to avoid it.
So check on the ball out wide in the middle. Give him a call. Well, one back by Socek. We're much more. How many players? Every single one of our outfield players is in their half this time. That's a lot better. Diop has just dropped. Good ball. Make it yours, Benrahma. Make it yours. Hassle. Well done, West Ham. A lot more hassling. Closing them down much quicker. Pansil on the ball. No, that one. Oh, come on. He fell over himself. Dawson booked. Dawson's not having a great game, but neither's Diop, I'm afraid. But then neither's Soufal either. Did he catch him? Oh, yeah. Yeah, backheeled him.
You know what? He dangled a leg out. So
He did dangle a leg out.
whether he caught him or not, I need to. I haven't seen the replay yet, but whether he dives or not, Dawson dangled a leg out. He invited the opportunity. Let's have a look. Goes past him, throws it. Yeah, no, he did. Did clat into his knee. It's a poor one.
Unnecessary free kick, but there you go. 67.5 minutes ball gone. Genk with a free kick just outside the box. Don't argue, Dex. You don't want to be sent off, mate.
Ideally not, no. You know.
The wall did its job, but the ball is still alive. Out wide. Close him down. Ball's still in. Oh, bad cross, but the ball's still in. Genk have got a new lease of life. Pansil's been again another. Oh, this time no free kick. And that looked more like a, well, anyway. West Ham on the break. Just play on, West Ham. Don't listen to the boos. Nice overlap by Creswell. Oh, my God! Oh! Yeah, that did kind of look like a free kick to Genk. I must be honest.
Oh, has he not hit the target though? I think it's the target there. He scores.
Their manager's been given a yellow card.
Has he just booked like 2 of their players?
That was Soufal, wasn't it?
Did he just
Great cross by Creswell.
Argued, booked 2 of their players, and he's booked the manager.
And he booked the manager as well. Oh, Soufal, you are not a goal scorer, are you, mate?
No.
But never mind. Never mind. Great chance. Great chance. Dan, yeah, their number 7 has been. I like Pansil as well. I think their number 28 has been quite decent as well.
Been quite lively, yeah.
You know, I like him. He's played all right. Played all right. My double, where, mate? In the crowd on the pitch. Make that yours, Dex. Well done, West Ham. Unlucky. We've come alive, people. We've come alive, but it has taken us quite a while. Did he get fouled? Yeah, that kind of was a foul by Lanzini. Won't lie, won't, you know. Make that yours, make that yours. Well done, West Ham. We're fighting for it now. Oh, he left his foot in there. He left his foot in there. Booking for a Genk player. He left his foot in there.
Is it the Lanzini one that you didn't give the foul for?
Yeah, it was the Lanzini foul, and that was.
Oh yeah,
a foul.
I've just seen it. That 100% was a foul.
Yeah, he left his foot in there on Souček. Souček's all right. West Ham. Declan on the ball, out wide to Creswell. Unlucky. West Ham throw.
We started well when it sort of tailed off a bit again.
Genk are more aggressive than Greta Thunberg. Now, well played, West Ham. Closing down a lot quicker, hassling them a lot quicker. You know, more in their faces. Much, much better performance in the second half. Much better performance. The Genk manager is unhappy. And we have a free kick. We have a corner. Out of nothing.
He's probably unhappy with that tackle, so he's probably still thinking about it. He's probably still raging about it.
But it wasn't that bad. It was a free kick. But goodness me, get over it. Bowen on the corners. Nice ball in, Bowen. Nice ball in. Make it yours. Make it yours. Make it yours. Back out wide. Bowen again. Gets it back in. Nice ball in. Oh! Whoa! Dear, oh dear. Oh, Dawson.
Where's Virgil van Dawson when you
Brilliant
need
ball
him?
by Bowen. Nothing wrong with that. Get up, mate. Oh, Craig. We're having the chances now.
Right
In
down the
terms of
back
chances
post.
made,
Oh,
we're beginning to equal them on
gotta
chances.
get it on target. Gotta
Yeah.
get it on target.
They had the chances in the first half. We're getting them in the second half. That was gilt-edged.
He's got. You know what?
Oh, they're
that's the one
whining
you
and moaning, Genk.
You would expect him to score that. He got up above the defender, didn't he? He got right up above him. Dawson has tried to put it in the bottom corner, and he just headed it wide.
Should have just trying to place it. Should have just a bomb straight in. West Ham win the second ball. Great ball. Bowen, Souček, Declan, Lanzini. Nice interplay between them in the middle of the park. Make that yours. Make that yours. Make that yours, West Ham. Oh my God, they are going down like honestly. They're looking for everything, Genk now. Man on.
Hard done by that one decision, and now they're just looking for absolutely everything.
Souček. No, that was the wrong ball, Souček. Never mind.
They probably feel like for them right now that point would be all right, based on how everyone else has done.
They're not being allowed to play as we allowed them to in the first half. It's much tougher for them now. We're clear. We're winning second balls. Our passing is a lot better. Our movement's a lot better. Maybe after all this time, we really do have an A team and a B team, because certain players out there in the first half just really weren't doing the business, unfortunately. Souček out wide to Bowen. Soufal on the right side. Back into Bowen. Lost it. Too easy. Lost it too easy. Genk on the break, but back it goes. Their confidence seems to be draining.
They're not as aggressive in attack as they seem to be in the first half. They're definitely that goal definitely knocked a bit of their confidence.
Yeah,
but then they seem to be riled up a bit now because of the grievance against the ref for the lack of that free kick, which didn't actually lead to anything. We didn't score off it, so
Yuha wants to know what that annoying audio he keeps hearing on every show where Stato is. We need to get you a pair of headphones, mate.
Yeah, maybe I might have to buy.
It's called Stell. That's the annoying sound. I'm joking. Oh, you guys.
What do you think, mate? A much better performance in the second half.
Yeah, chalk and cheese, isn't it? Chalk and cheese. Lanzini's gone down at his shoulder. Oh God. Yeah, chalk and cheese. It's just it's all us now, isn't it? All us now. It's to be honest. You go back and look at the game at London Stadium. Very similar.
Yeah,
we weren't at the Genk game. The first half we went out of the blocks. They scored as well, but it was disallowed. We only scored at the end of that half, and then we came out all guns blazing. But yeah, we just look a different team. You've got straight away. You can see Souček's playing deeper. Dex seems to have pushed up a little bit more. Ben Rama's got a bit more swagger about him now.
He's got more swagger. Lanzini's got more swagger.
The introduction of Fornals and Bowen's changed,
and the introduction is taking off Antonio.
Yeah, he's resting him. Resting him.
Yeah, but he wasn't his day. He wasn't his day. And as I said, we play a different style of football, which, to be honest, Genk do all the. They defend that type of football all the time in training.
It's really interesting, Russ. When Antonio's on, and we've got players like Zuma or Bonner, etc., at the back, they don't tend to lob it up to him from the back.
Yeah.
When Antonio's on and you've got the likes of Dawson and Diop, etc., the first thing they seem to want to do is to lob it up to Antonio.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's not. I'm not picking on the players. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm picking on a player for a certain style of play, but it just seems to be maybe that you know, the likes of Zuma and Ogbonna have got that bit more confidence to be able to play it out.
I agree.
And play it to feet, etc. And I just said a moment ago, you know, as much as I've been trying to say all season so far, you know, we don't have a first team and a second team. I think we kind of have, haven't we?
We kind of do. We have a cup team and a league team, haven't we?
Yeah, we kind of do. Because the minute you start seeing the likes of Bowen coming on and Souček and Fornals and players like that, all of a sudden there's a massive difference in our play. Great cross in by Sofal. Call handball there. It does seem that way, doesn't it? That we do have an A and a B team.
Yes.
I didn't want to, because I'm trying to give credit where credit's due to the whole squad. You know, they've all played well. I think this is probably the worst game I've seen us play this season.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I agree. And just so you guys know, where the highlight show will be at 7:50 tonight. So once we've got that, we'll put the link in the chat so you guys can. And obviously, we'd have won the game by then.
Well,
I'm the king of wishful thinking.
There's no wishful. That looked like a handball. That was a handball. That actually was a handball. They got away with that one. But anyway, let's carry on.
And what's VAR for?
Well, exactly.
Trying to find a way to not give our goal, but won't give the.
Dan makes a good point. He says, that Dawson and Diop treat the ball like a hot potato, not just as confident. Yeah, he's true, and I think you're right. When Zuma and Oggy are there, there's more comfortable. They're more comfortable on the ball.
Yeah,
that's no problem at all. I totally agree.
Liam notes there's a slight difference in our defending without Zuma and Ogbonna. Oh,
there is
almost through ball.
There is though. There is a difference, a key difference.
Frank says we're moving the ball a lot quicker. We really are.
Yeah.
Much better. Absolutely is. Crosshammer, even game. 13 attempts by us, 11 by them.
Yeah. How many of them were in the first half of them though? Because
they were. Yeah, I said that. We kind of almost matched them now for goal attempts, etc. Fornals out on the left side. Play it in. Benrahma's been lively. Nice ball in. Oh, just over Bowen's head. Oh, now this is where we've got to be careful whether hit us on the counter attack.
Definitely the level of football, the quality of the play we've had has gone up since the subs come on.
Without a doubt.
We should get Kral on for Mark. Mark who? Noble went off about 15 minutes ago, Mandy.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes ago, wasn't it?
You can only go off once.
He went off about half an hour, didn't he? About 20 minutes ago.
But Mandy, fair play for keeping up. You know, I mean, you know. That was a good ball. Sorry, I'm listening to the commentator and I'm calling out what he's saying, and clearly you lot can't hear what the commentator's saying.
Exactly. What we say? Normally, I'd say take off Antonio, but it was the right move tonight. I agree.
It was the right move. It was.
Totally, Fred.
Yeah.
If we get to the second round, I can see Zuma starting. I think once we get to the knockout stages,
Go on, Benny. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! What an absolutely brilliant goal!
Russell catch up in about 30 seconds.
That was
you'll see it.
Unbelievable. Watch what he does, lads. What, one player, two players. Wow.
Nutmeg's one, skips round another one, past another one.
Sorry, lads. I know I've ruined it for you, but what a goal.
Benrahma.
What a goal. Look at that. Look at that.
So Benrahma cruises into beats a couple of men and puts it in. That's 2 goals for Benny today. He cuts in.
Look at him. He knew what he wanted to do.
Oh, God,
absolutely, Brad. Now, people are questioning Benrahma. Oh, he might, Lanzini.
Not scoring enough goals, is he still?
Not scoring enough goals. Oh, that's his 6th goal this season, people. His 6th goal this season. So there you go. So there you go.
Exactly.
West Ham back in front.
Have it.
Well, not back in
Have
front.
it.
In front, should I say?
Indeed. To Barista
Absolutely
Benrahma,
brilliant.
Jason called it. A friend from Iowa, he called it.
Here we go. All of a sudden, Benrahma, best thing since sliced
And
bread,
now-
etc.,
Crow
etc.
coming on.
Crow. Yeah.
Now Crow is coming on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Crow.
Crow's coming on. Probably, hopefully for who? Brilliant play by Benrahma.
Lanzini
Lanzini, I'd take off Lanzini. Yeah.
or Rice?
Well, good to see Crow back.
Yeah.
Good to see Crow back.
Yeah, Lanzini.
Great goal. I mean,
He looked a bit surprised by that goal, though.
who, Benrahma did.
Yeah, if you watched the replay when he celebrated, he was a bit like,
Did I
"Is
just
that a
do
goal?
that?
Is that allowed?" Like he was waiting for like an
Class.
offside flag or something.
Well, wouldn't have definitely not offside, but maybe he thought the keeper was going to get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Twice between the legs. His first.
Twice
goal
between the
as
legs.
well. Indeed.
Really?
I believe
That's how
so.
you do it.
That's
Twice
the-
between the legs.
that's the
Highlight
new-
show, people.
Yeah, highlight show.
Click on that now. You can carry on watching this. Click on that and have it ready. There you go.
And then
There you
start
go.
liking and
That's
start
unlucky.
chatting.
Boney, you
All
picked that
helps
up.
us when we move over. It's all good. End product, indeed. End product is the end product. It is. It's what we've been wanting. from
Andy,
Benrahma.
let's get the gin out. Bloody hell.
Let's get the gin out. Jeez.
Get the gin out.
Gin out.
Bloody hell. Fair play to you.
Hands on the gin.
Don't give Mrs.
Frank will
Bud-
be like, leave it out, Mandy. Leave it out, Mandy.
Pat,
Leave it
Pat.
out.
Doesn't
Leave it
doesn't
out.
need to give Mrs. Budden an excuse to get the gin out. She's just heard it.
Leave it out.
Welcome, Dick. Dick Vigarista from
Ooh.
Brazil. Brazil.
He's all happy now, isn't it? 12 points. 12
Well,
points.
mate,
Don't go too soon.
Lanzini's
at the
off.
moment.
Yeah,
I did tell you we were going to smash this, didn't I?
2-1. We said 2-1. Exactly.
I actually didn't give a predictions on this one tonight.
I actually said 2-0.
I think I said 2-0, yeah. So
No,
I'll
because I wanted the clean sheets.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Kral is on, Lanzini off. Lanzini, all right. Yet again, when he has better players around
I was
him,
about to exactly say the
he's
same
a
thing,
better player. Happened on Sunday against Villa. Happened tonight as well.
Once the better players come on around him,
He lights up.
Right.
He lights up.
And it definitely is when there's no focal point. When there's no because as you said,
when it's more into feet and flicks and tricks and runs and
don't forget Genk there at the home at the London Stadium. Oh, that's right. Lots of tippy tappy, really nice football. Yarmolenko, probably his best game I ever saw Yarmolenko play before. Probably that Chelsea 3-2 was the Genk game.
Yeah, he did have a good game. The first one, you're right.
And it was all they're making a couple of subs now. Genk are Tottenham versus Vitesse Arnhem tonight. Is that Conte's first game? Is he in charge of that game?
Yes.
Don't care, Russ.
I know. But they get,
I was going to give a more complicated answer.
they get battered everywhere they go. That's what they say.
Tony McQueen, I love being a West Ham fan. Tony, we all love being West Ham fans. What a season. And it continues.
Exactly.
And even when we're not playing well, we still smash and grab.
Shows a
There we
good month,
go.
a good team.
Happy 1000th, Mr. Manager, from Gary. Yeah. I bet he was wondering if he was going to get that win on the 1000th.
There's still time on the clock still.
I know, mate. I know there is.
Paul, who's an Everton fan.
Soon.
Hope you lot smash Liverpool.
Thank you, Paul. We will, but we won't do it for you. We'll do it for us. And we'll go second place in the Premier League. Second, lads.
Speaking of Tottenham players, what Torsvegs has been taken off.
Is he a Tottenham? Was he a Tottenham player?
His dad was
His
the
dad.
goalkeeper.
His dad was, wasn't he?
Yeah, the big goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would I know? Why would I know that?
But he was
I don't know. I know.
he was
I
a
don't
player
even know half
back
of
then as well.
old West Ham players, let alone Spurs
Exactly.
players.
Christ knows, yeah.
Oh no! Oh dear, we were looking away.
That was your fault.
It's an own goal.
Your fault. But I'm still.
Right, I'm slightly behind you, so I'll tell you what's happening. It's a throw in on the
It's an
right
own goal.
side, down in left back position.
Souček on goal.
It's Ito on the ball. Clever 1-2. He gets in behind. Is it Fornals?
Oh,
Puts it
what a
in.
great goal. But it's an
Souček,
own goal.
what are you doing?
What a great goal, but it's an own goal.
Diving header.
That's from their,
through to the net.
one of their subs.
Yeah.
That's from one of their subs that crossed that ball in.
Souček didn't need to touch that ball. Was in the worst position to touch it. Literally, I don't think he had to touch that ball at all. Souček.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
but
opposition
in the
clearing.
moment,
Yeah.
you know,
you just
in the
gotta go for it,
moment.
don't you?
And all of a sudden,
I mean, what a cracking diving header.
It's very reminiscent, you know. It was almost like Stockport County in Dowie, you know, that sort of like
in Dowie, yeah.
He would have been so proud of that if it was in the other way. But Thomas Souček own goal. Oh well.
Well, we've been crying out for him to score a goal all season. He's just not scored it for us.
Just not scored it for us. It's fine.
West Ham has just shown the thing. We'll be on 10 points, 4 games played, 3-6. We can be caught by Genk, but probably not even on goal difference unless they smash the other teams.
Yeah,
you know.
We only need another win after today if we draw. So a draw is not disastrous.
They've got their tails up again. Oh, come on, close him down.
Wouldn't they?
Close him down. How did that get through? Oh, see, we're nervous again.
Yeah.
Well, we're lucky there. We got. Oh no, it's their throw.
Can't blame Harry for that. We can't blame Harry for that.
You can't. You can't. No. It flew. It absolutely flew.
Didn't even know the ball was going to be coming, did he? Like he hasn't.
He wasn't even. Yeah, he was looking for a cross that was going. He was ready for the cross across the 18-yard box.
Yeah, and Souček's just.
Ah well.
Oh well. You never know. Come on, boys.
Ito is going past our players as if they're not even there.
I think we obviously the game plan was to try and do him in the first half, but it didn't work, and they've forgotten about him. It seems now.
Corner ball. Pansil and Ito have impressed me immensely.
Yeah.
You know, they're both really good, really good. Corner ball. Yeah, look, their fans are going mad. They want the win.
They want the win.
They want the win.
They need the win.
Corner ball to Genk. Yeah. We are in the last minute of normal time. Ball's in. Away it goes. Away it goes. Make that yours, Benny. 4 minutes added time, lads.
Ooh. We don't like it doing it easy, do we, West Ham? We don't like it easy.
Hardest game in Europe so far.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. So the thing is, even with a draw, it's, you know, as I said, it's all, you know, it's in our hands. It's not a problem. It's just frustrating.
You know, I'm going to say that probably if it does finish with a draw, it'd be a fair result.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it ain't finished yet.
No,
isn't finished yet. And I think and I think it ain't, in the grand scheme of things, it might just give us a bit of a put our feet back on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In time for, you know, we don't want to go to Liverpool thinking we actually we want to be full of confidence, but just, you know, let's
overconfident.
Yes, I think that's the feeling I got first half here. We were like a little bit on the beach first half. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And second half a lot better.
Well, we woke up, had no choice. Yep. Minute and a half into added time has gone. Fairly even game now. Almost end to end in a way.
Yeah.
Make that yours, West Ham. Make that yours. Good ball out. Bone on the ball. Cuts in. Oh. West Ham on the attack. Go on, Rice. Go on, Declan. Go on, Declan. Go on, Declan. Oh, you don't. What do you want to do? Pass it in? Have a whack, Declan.
Someone have a
whack
shot,
it, mate.
Someone have a shot.
Pass the ball into the. Oh, lads. Sometimes all you got to do is have a hit. You're on the edge of the 18-yard box. Anyway.
Someone have a shot.
Anyway. Goal kick.
Good goal kick. Anyway, goal kick.
Oh lordy lord!
Someone just have a pop. What do you mean? It's just like,
it was set up for Declan just to rifle it in, really, wasn't it?
Moyes just had a look at Moyes on the. He is not a happy man. He's going to have an awful lot to say about this game afterwards.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting press conference, post-match press conference to listen to. That's for sure.
West Ham want to go. They're going for it. They want to win. They don't want to. They're not sitting back on a 2-2 here. The final minute, lads. Come on, lads. Let's do this. We've got one more goal in us. We have got a goal in us, West Ham. Bowen. Oh, good ball. Oh, fuck me. Fucking, that was close. Fornals is saying he's been held. Fornals is saying he was being held. And you know what? There was a shoulder over his arm. There was a definite shoulder over his arm. Will it be looked at? Will it be looked at?
So West Ham if it is.
No, play on.
No, play on. No. That wasn't.
You know what? It's been a good game. Well, in a way, it's been a good game. Like, sort of like free kick. That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah,
they're making a last minute change. Pansil's off.
The clock down.
He's had a very, very good game.
Yeah, he has.
Very good game.
Very good. It's not what Gent need, is it? They need a win, don't they?
They need a win, but they might settle for it. They might think that that's it. It's over.
That's your lot. 2-2.
They might settle for a draw and try and win their last two games to qualify.
Yeah.
We only need a point to win the. Well, we kind of.
I think we need 3.
No. We only need because we got 10 points now. Yeah. Genk got 4. There's 2 games left.
They can get to 10.
They can get to 10, but then it'll be all down to goal difference. So we only need a point.
Yeah.
To definitely win the group.
Well, I suppose it depends on the other 2 games. The other game's later tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, you got the second game tonight.
But what are the other 2 teams on? They're only on 2 points each, aren't they?
Everyone's on
3.
Yes, if whoever wins tonight, they'll be on 6.
Whoever wins. Sorry, I didn't realise
unless they both draw. Unless they both draw. Unless they draw each other, and then they'd all be on 4 points, and we'd be on 10.
Yeah.
And then they can't all win, so one of them's got to play each other.
I'm just going to put the link to the highlight show, which Anne's going to be doing in about 10 minutes' time. So you've got enough time to have a quick wee, a cup of tea, and get ready for that. And we can, boys will dissect.
Yeah, we've got a +7 goal difference, whereas the other teams, Genk -5, Vienna -2, Zagreb none. So.
Not going to be happy though, Moyes.
No, Moyes going to have an awful lot to say about that.
So we don't want. So what we want is we want a draw, don't we?
Yeah, draw.
So then I mean, 4 points. So then we only need
because they can't all win.
Yeah, so then we only need a point to go up to win the group, then, don't we? Because we'll take the point off someone else. But yeah, woo! Well, that was a lot of huffing and puffing, weren't it?
Certainly was. Certainly was. And if you want to join us for more huffing and puffing, there you go. That's where you got to go to.
In about 10 minutes time.
Yeah, that's where you got to go to. If you want us to give some honest opinions about player performances, that's where you go. If you want us to
listen to Stell's honest opinion about some people, would be interesting.
I'm not going to do it tonight. Well, probably not for too long. Is that another updated logo there? Have we got a maroon claret circle over the blue circle now?
No, that's the one which is on our Gmail. That was when we put on the Gmail. That's why. Otherwise, you couldn't see it, and you wouldn't see it. It would just go into one thing.
That's quite nice, though.
Differentiate.
I like that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Anyway, so we'll be doing. Anton will be doing that in about 10 minutes, 9 minutes time. 9 minutes time. So head on over there. and they can dissect the game. You can get your opinions, and yeah, a little bit deflated, isn't it? Three great goals.
3 great West Ham goals.
Yeah. Mate, that was
Brilliant header.
Great header.
Brilliant diving header.
he hasn't scored a goal yet this season. No, he hasn't.
Just
He's
at
scored
the
an
wrong
absolute
end of the
cracker there,
pitch.
didn't he?
He came on to defend, and what does he do? He gives the game away.
Oh dear. Benny's best game. Get the bad performance out of the way. Indeed, NWO. Let's get this bad one out of the way all ready for Sunday now.
Absolutely.
Now we look on to Sunday.
Absolutely.
Yes, but for Ghent to get 10 points, the other two cannot get more than 9 points. Indeed, because they have to get the points off one of them two, or both of them. So, a point I think will guarantee us qualification top, I believe. Souček cost me a case of beer, says Pat Holland fan. That's a shame. I'm sorry.
Souček.
Poor now. Benny was terrific. He was. Benny was awesome. Thank you, show chaps. Quality as always. If you're new, Andy, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. As we said, why don't become a member as well? It's all good stuff. As I said,
why have we got? How many subscribers have we got? I thought it went up to 9,000 now.
But then still we got to pay to get it done again.
Pay to get what done again? That?
Get that. Yeah.
Come on, mate. We should be able to do that in Canva or something.
No, we can't. It's spit and sawdust. This place, spit and sawdust.
That's why. Well, as I told you in the chat last night, my daughter was laughing. We couldn't even give her a bloody password. You know, it was like she was just sitting there. I was like, "What's our password for this?" Don't know. What's our password? Don't know. Then Anton kept going, "Oh yeah, I just log in through Google." Using what password, Anton?
If ever there's an emoji to sign us up, it's this. That one, the one the guy goes. That's basically our emoji. It's our special emoji.
Oh dear.
Brilliant. But if you want to become a member, you keep the membership button. There's over 50 of us, 50 members supporting the channel, and we thank them all as always. Right, guys, you got to go for a wee.
Yeah, I've got to.
Yeah,
got to eat some dinner.
I need to do that.
I've got to wash up.
Cook some dinner, actually.
Yep. Hope no one got injured.
No, thankfully not. Thankfully not.
Good. End of the day, all make mistakes, and at least we take the draw and move on. Indeed, at least we got something out of the game. You know, as you said, West Ham teams in the past would have rolled over, be 3-4-1, easy.
Absolutely.
But they've come back twice, and obviously we'll come back once, and obviously then they're
especially in the first half. Yeah.
First half, yeah.
Well, as Anton said, and I think you guys said, we should have been 2, 3, 4-0 down by half time. Easily. Live in 6 minutes of the West Ham Network for the highlight show. Anton's already. I can see him getting all ready. And obviously we're joined by Jim as well. Nice to hear from Jim, and obviously voice of reason.
Reason. And Mickey as well from the Game Fan. I'm surprised he isn't coming.
Is he coming on later as well? He's on holiday, isn't he?
Is he on holiday?
He was, yeah.
Love him.
He was on earlier. He was.
Listen, no Johnson, no clean sheet.
Well, good point. I'll tell you
what, I'll be interested to see Johnson against Pansil rather than Pansil against Soufal.
Who, he's just edging his way back, isn't he, Soufal?
Yeah,
wasn't 100% on form tonight.
Yeah.
Wasn't 100% on form.
Yeah. Okay, Jones. Yep. Well, give me 5 minutes to get yourself over there we'll put it in the chat once more. The highlight show, get yourself over there, and yeah, we can dissect the game even more so. And as I said, it'll be interesting to see what Moyes says in the post-match press conference as well. Obviously, David Moyes' 1,000th game wasn't a victory. It was a draw.
It's a 2-2 draw.
And he ain't happy. I'm dying to see his post-match press conference. He will not be a happy Scot.
At all.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
As always, we like to thank all our channel members, and we give them a little send-off at the end of the show. So from myself, from Mr. Stelios, from Mr. Stato, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have you had your booster yet, Stel?
No, mate. I can't. Not till December. Beginning of December. Can't wait, because I'm going to book another.
Can't wait.
Because Linny wants to book another holiday, apparently.
Because he's going away again.
You haven't been on holiday for a week.
About 3 days.
I haven't been on holiday for nearly a month. I mean, it's like
he might. Ross and Stato, he might actually this time.
Shut up, mate. God's sake.
Off for a month. He took a holiday and didn't tell us he was going to go away for a month.
And as I said earlier, it might happen again.
Right. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Cover your irons. 2-2. We'll take that. And as I said, there's the link. And also thanks to our members. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Much love. See ya.
It's like a family tree, part of you and